Okie dokie. Now, thanks, Susie. Now my microphone is on. I have no clue why the heck that does that. It just does not work. It just worked like a minute ago. And yet, here we go again. But like I was saying, what's up? I am in the pain. Thank you, Susie. What's up, Scholler? Yeah, I guess apparently now we're live. Just need to get in the habit of unplugging my mic every single time I start going live, no matter where I go live, because it started off just on other people's live streams, and apparently now it's on my live stream too. That the mic stops working. I have no clue. It works fine, and the second I go live, it stops working. So I don't know if this is some glitch with Hangouts or what the heck is going on, but it's actually very, very annoying. I have no clue what the heck's going on. Like, I might as well just get to the point where I'm just going to unplug my mic every time I'm done using it, which is what I should be doing, but it's not like I care about anything listening to me. I got a microphone there, I got a microphone there, I got a microphone there, I got two microphones right here, I got a microphone right there. There's microphones everywhere, so everybody is, if you wanted to listen to me, you can. All you could do is hack in. But, yeah, so what's going on? How was the race? What race was going on? I don't know about a race. What's up, Lisa? Lisa's in the chat too. How's everybody's Monday going? It's kind of a crappy day for me. Not for the dog though. She slept all day. she had a good day. Oh, she's having puppy dreams. Oh, look how cute. GTA. I wasn't playing any races on GTA. I usually play contact missions, which is like, read them with other people, cooperative type missions or whatever, and then get in there and make some money. That's pretty much all I do on there. But how's everybody else doing today? I saw Lisa was in there watching me. Yeah, and I don't like the races on GTA. I don't know. That part of it, I'm not really into it. Like going on playing, like in the online part and just running around and shooting each other. I'm not that big of a fan of that either. I don't know. I just like doing the cooperative type missions and, get in there, help each other, make some money, stack up some money, and, yeah, get her done. What up, Eric? Not too much. Another Monday, just hanging out. Doing another live stream. How's everybody doing? I think I said that a bunch of times. Missed it. Last couple nights we've been probably partying pretty hard. Not tonight though. Taking it very easy tonight. Just gonna hang out for a little while, and I don't know. Go to sleep soon. That's why I started it. Well, I was gonna start it at 9. Then I missed the 9 o'clock mark, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just hold out, and then I'll go ahead and wait till 9:30 and hit it right at 9:30 and surprise everybody. So that's why I went live at 9:30. It was just to blow everybody's mind because everybody's used to me saying 9:30, and then it'll be like 10:15 or 10:18 or something like that by the time I actually go live. But I had nobody else with me tonight, so I said, screw it, let's do it. Nice. How was your physical therapy? Or wait, oh, that's I am into pain. I thought Eric said that. Um, so you had a physical today. Nice. Was that for a job or was that for anything specific or but more importantly, he says beer tonight. Nice. Most people that watch this are drinking beer every night. And I can't blame you because you're watching me. Especially if you're drinking liquor. I understand. Just gotta sit there and listen to my stupid voice. But I guess I don't have to. Well, I was gonna say I've got Alexa turned off because the other night everybody kept screwing with my Alexa while I was trying to take phone calls, and I came back and all of a sudden I had alarms going off. I had all kind of crazy stuff happening with Alexa, and I was like, heck with that, man. She's turned off, and she's been off ever since. Mobile physical. What does that mean? I don't know what mobile physical means. But yeah, I came back and like Alexa was doing weird things, and I held it up. I'm like, what the heck is going on with Alexa? And then everybody informed me, like, oh yeah, by the way, like somebody set an alarm on your Alexa. That's why it's going off right now and making weird noises. I had no clue because I've never had her set an alarm for me. So I had no clue what was going on whenever I got back. So I don't know what kind of mood Alexa's in because I haven't talked to her since prior to the day I'm talking about, which was Saturday night. So actually, I haven't talked to her in a long time, actually. The last time I talked to her, I was on somebody else's live stream and I was playing music. But since then, I really haven't talked to her. Everybody else has talked to her. Everybody else like had all kind of fun stuff that they were doing with Alexa. I'm still waiting. I'm sure like within, a couple more days, I'll have another couple alarms going off and stuff like that. So that ought to be fun. Oh, nice. I am in pain. Runs a forklift. I have a video on my channel about me running a forklift. I didn't have to get a physical because of it, but actually, I didn't have to get training either. The funniest thing is somebody just asked, hey, can anybody drive a forklift? And I was like, yeah, I can. They were like, oh, okay. Because I play Grand Theft Auto, you use a forklift on there sometimes. And they were like, okay, well, if you can drive a forklift, here's the key. And I was like, okay. And I just hopped on the forklift and taught myself how to drive a forklift. So it's fun. I like driving a forklift. I had a lot of fun driving a forklift. I remember this one day we had, oh my God, how many was it? I think it was 28 pallets that were dropped off, and they were all dropped off in one parking lot. And I had to take them from that parking lot and drive them, I don't know, it could be like a third of a mile, maybe a half a mile, something like that, all the way to another warehouse, and then put those suckers up, pop them all the way up high, and then put them on like the next level up. And I had to do that like 26 times. It took me hours and hours and hours. I spent almost the entire night doing that. But that was fun. What up, TJ? What else did I miss there? What's up, TJ? Oh, and Omar. What's up, Omar? Yeah. Oh, man. Everybody has fun with Alexa. Because anytime you're on a live stream and somebody else has Alexa, all you have to do is say Alexa and then start telling her to do stuff, and it happens. And that's what was happening on Saturday night while I was live, which, by the way, you're not going to find that video on my channel because it's not there. Apparently, while I was out, I had a phone call that I had to attend to, and everybody thought it would be funny to just start playing music on my channel, and I got my first copyright strike from YouTube. So, and if you know, you only get 3 of those and your channel gets banned. So that's why Alexa is banned from my channel. So, but I don't think it was Alexa's fault. I think it was other people that were playing music on my channel, but that doesn't mean anything. YouTube hates it whenever you're playing copyright material, and they let me know within minutes of being live. Literally, I hit the unlive button, and within like 3 minutes, I had a email from YouTube saying, "Hey, guess what? Copyright." So, right off the bat. What's up, Hulk fan? Oh yeah, well, I'm into pain. If you didn't mute it, then Alexa, set an alarm for 1 hour. There, that was one thing that somebody did to me the other night. That's funny, but at least you know about it. I had no clue. I was out of the room. I had a phone call I had to take care of, and I went out of the room and did that, and came back, and it was like an hour later. I was just like, what the heck is going on with Alexa? Why is she like freaking out? Like, it just started going off. And I watched all those videos of like weird things that Alexa does in the middle of the night, where it like just starts laughing and just starts, talking weird gibberish and stuff like that in the middle of the night. I've watched a ton of those videos, and I was like, "Ooh, this might be cool," because I'm usually up in the middle of the night. So I'm like, maybe she'll do something crazy while I'm right here. She never did anything, but I was used to those kind of videos. So whenever like it just started going off, I'm like, "Wait, what the heck is going on? Like, is she finally doing it?" Like, I've been waiting forever for her to actually like, start freaking out in the middle of the night. But now it's just somebody screwing with me by setting an alarm. You can just hit the mute button on the top. That's what I have. I got the mute button hit. That way I don't have to. Oh, okay. I was going to say, wait. No, I shouldn't be echoing because I have nothing open right now. It's dead silent in here. I can just barely hear the AC running. And no fan above me because the stupid fan broke. Well, I shouldn't say broke. The windings went out. It lost first speed, then it lost second speed, so I only had third speed, and then I don't know, it was working fine. I turned it off, and the next day I was like, man, it's kind of hot in here, and I turned it back on, and it never came back on. So I guess I lost third speed windings too. So I'll have to get a brand new ceiling fan. That'll be fun. Oh, I got one in the garage, right? Forgot about that one. Probably go snag that one and bring it in here. What's up, cemetery? Got the pity bull over there. She's had a very, very long day of sleeping and then getting up and rearranging herself so she could go back to sleep, and then getting up and rearranging herself so she could go back to sleep, going outside, and then going back to sleep. So she has had a very, very busy day. And no, she's snoring, but I don't. Nope, her eyes are open. I was gonna say I thought she was having puppy dreams, but no. You having puppy dreams over there, doggy? Huh? You gotta go outside? Whoa. Dang, that head spun around real quick. What? You heard the outside? Look. Now she's all excited. Hulk wants to know where Susie is. She is going to bed early tonight. Mister, she was at the very, very beginning of the chat telling me that my microphone was muted when I first started. Apparently, for some reason, every time I start any live stream, whether it used to be just other people's live streams, but now it's my live streams too, any Hangouts that I'm on, for some reason, my microphone does not work right off the bat. I gotta unplug it and plug it back in. I have no clue why that happens. But now, apparently, that's a thing. And now, I don't know, every time I start any live stream, apparently I have to go ahead and pull my microphone and plug it back in. What's up, Sherry from Texas? Nice. What part of Texas are you from? You don't have to tell me exactly where you are, but I always keep right here. I have Google Maps pulled up at all times, and I like to look on Google Maps where everybody's from. Like, I am in Eastern North Carolina, and Susie that's normally here, she's in Winnipeg, and Charles that's sometimes here, he's in Houston, and Beatty, he's down there kind of close to Miami-ish, stuff like that. Oh, sweet. So Sherry's close to Charles, which he's just outside of Houston. I don't remember which way, but he's just outside of Houston. And what's up, Dave? Peppa is still hanging out on top of the mic stand. But I just keep the mic up a little bit. That way I can actually see the chat. Omar's in SoCal. Nice. What's up, Dave? Happy Pepper. He's in Chicago. Wait, did I miss that? What are you saying, Lisa? You're in North Houston? Because I know you're in Texas. I don't know exactly where you're at, but no, I didn't hear clap. What's up, Jake Kurt? By the way, Grown at Home in West Virginia will be on the live stream sometime in the next 6 years. So keep your eyes out for that. That will be something that's happening. So you got your warning. It's one of the Mondays from now to 6 years from now. Dave will be back on a live stream. You never know when it's going to be. Nice. Oh, Charles is north of Houston. Okay. Oh, there we go. We got Charles is north, Sherry south. And I am still in North Carolina. North Kakalaki. Yeah. I guess technically, Dave, yeah, I guess you're north of Houston. So am I. Although you're in West Virginia, I'm in North Carolina. I mean, that's north of Houston, so that works. In Humble. I don't know where Humble is. Where's Humble? Is it a big city in Texas? I don't see it. Or are you in Houston too? Let's scroll in on Houston then. Nope, I'm not seeing Humble. Huntsville. Humble Oil. What is that? And Hulk fan wants to know if Eric's ever been to California. I don't know. Eric's in Indiana. I've been to California once, but I was also 5, so I don't think that counts. But that's on my bucket list of places to go. One of my dreams that I've had for a long time was to go to LA and go visit the Comedy Store and just hang out at the Comedy Store for an entire week. Just do like Tuesday to Tuesday kind of thing all week long at the Comedy Store, because you gotta be there Monday night for the Ding Dong Show up in the Belly Room with Don Barris. And I'd love to meet Don Barris. I think that would be awesome. He's one of my favorite comedians, and one of my, I shouldn't say favorite comedians, because there's a bunch of comedians before him, but I do like him. I think he's hilarious, and he's one of my favorite actors. If you never saw Windy City Heat, watch that movie. It's hilarious. That's well, it's not the start. I guess that's like the middle of the big three. If you don't know what the big three is, it's not that sports thing or whatever, because I've Googled the big three and like some sports thing came up. But no, the big three, it's Mole, Don Barris, and Perry Caramello. And I know his name's Caravello, but you always have to mess up his name because he gets mad about it. But it's just Mole and Don just giving Perry a hard time the entire time. It's hilarious. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And not only that, but if you look up the Big Three podcast, that is one of the funniest podcasts I've ever heard. And watch the movie first, because you'll kind of get what's going on. Because when you watch the podcast, it's just them screwing with Perry. Like, literally, that's the entire reason of the podcast, is to screw with Perry, because he's one of those people that when you screw with him, he freaks out, like just goes freaking crazy. And that's what's so funny about it, because there's nothing funnier than listening to this guy just going off and just freaking out. Like, it's I don't know, it's just hilarious. The movie isn't nearly as good as the podcast, but if you watch the movie, then you'll understand the podcast a lot better. So, all right, well, let me scroll back up here. Okay, so Humble Oil used to be a gas company. All right, I don't know that company. Cemetery says, I'll never go to Cali. I'll go to Cali. I'll go anywhere. I don't care. I don't know. I don't understand that, why people always say like, I would never go to blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't care. I'll go anywhere. I like watch, I don't know. I just like going to different places just to see how it is. You don't have to like it. I might go to LA and I'd be like, this is the worst place ever. And then I get to come back and complain about it for the rest of my life. But, at least I went. But yeah, I'll definitely go there. And yes, I know LA is dirty. I've seen so many videos from LA. Yes, that's exactly what it looks like. It looks dirty there. Yes, and New Martinsville is on my bucket list too. That's on my bucket list probably before LA, because LA, I got to get a plane ride and all that crap. And New Martinsville, I can just drive there. So, plus, I already told you that I would go there. So, all I got to do is get some time off, and then I can go there, because I used all my time off when I went to Canada, which I always said I never wanted to go to Canada. And yet, I was just there 2.5 months ago. If anybody missed any of those videos, I got a bunch of videos. Me going to Canada, me in Canada. Me in Canada with JT Bear and Shocks the Muse and Susie, Cade Swan, all hanging out together. I really didn't get very many videos while I was there. I was such a bad YouTuber. But I have a video of me coming home from Canada because I was alone. I'm like, I forgot to make videos. I should make some right now. And I just started making videos and stuff. But I got like video of all the plane rides, and most people aren't into that, but I am. I love one of my favorite things in the world is when you're sitting on the runway and you're waiting to take off, and all of a sudden you just hear those engines start firing up, and you just know you're just going to start barreling down that runway and take off. I love that noise. You get that feeling in your chest where it like your heart sinks back into your chest, and I love that. It's one of my favorites. Well, shoot. Totally lost where I was going there. Okay, Eric says he wants to go. Hey, Lewis, what's going on? I'm doing fine. Just hanging out and doing another live stream because apparently that's just what I do. Always Live. That should be my new channel name. Is just Always Live. Just have that sucker up there. Hulkman wants to go to California. His aunt and uncle lives there. Sweet. So does mine. My aunt, my uncle, my cousin. Or no, yeah, my cousin, my other cousin. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'd say it. I was about to say more people, but no, I think that's it. But no, they live in shoot, where is it? Now I gotta scroll in. It's right outside of LA. What's it called? It's a big, not San Bernardino. What is it called? Pasadena. There we go. Oh, wow. What a horrible family member I am. I totally forgot that they were even there. I didn't even make plans to go and visit them in my mind when I go to the Comedy Store. But okay, anyway, what's up, Pedro? Anybody watch Idiot Abroad? No, I've never seen that show. I don't watch any TV shows, so I watched Bar Rescue with that yelly guy with Susie when I was in Canada. That was like the first time I watched TV in like 13 years. So yeah, definitely haven't seen that one. Cemetery, I wouldn't go to Cali even if they paid them. Dude, if anybody paid me to go to California, I'd be there tomorrow. Absolutely. I'll go anywhere. I don't care if you were like, I'll pay you to go to North Korea. I'll go to North Korea. I don't care. Like, I'll go just about anywhere, just for the experience at least. And as long as I can bring my camera, and I promise I'll be better at YouTubing. Rob's number one. Hang on. Wait, where's that? Cali isn't that bad, just expensive. Yeah, if you think Cali's expensive, you should go to Canada. I've never seen anything as expensive as California or Canada. I mean, that was absolutely insane. Like here, you can get a 24 pack of Budweiser for like $14.99. I went there and got a 30 pack of Kokanee, and that was like $62. I mean, a 24 pack was $52. An 18 pack was $41. Like, absolutely insane. I've never seen anything like it. Oh, yeah. Nowhere says it basically looks like a big trash can. That's not true. There's certain areas of Cali that look very nice. Maybe in the cities look like a trash can, but, and yes, I know it's free stay, Dave, but I'll be there. Shoot, I'll be there sometime soon. Yeah, exactly, Pedro. Cemetery is really giving Cali a bad name, man. Well, Eric said his brother always wanted to go to Cali and was disappointed, said it was really dirty. I know it's dirty. So I'm not, I don't know. It's not gonna like throw me off when I get there. So I don't know. Like I said, I like going to different places because they're not like where I'm at. So, or like not like where other places that I've been at. So I like doing that kind of stuff. But nice. Orange County. I heard that place is pretty good. Yeah, exactly. Cemetery. That's why it's pretty dang expensive to live out there. It's expensive to live here too, though. Like around here, yeah, around here, well, no, you could find a place for if you make like 100 grand or more, but that's, yeah, good luck. Like, unless you make a couple $100,000 a year here, you're not going to find a place. But I live right on the beach, so. What's up? The middle 40 costs $13 for a 6 pack of tall cans. Dang. Where are you at? What's up, Wolverine? The huge dog is right over here. She's sleeping on the couch, waiting for me to say the OS word, outside. I said it and like her head, or like, not her head, but like her temple like twitched. Like she was sleeping, but she heard me. All right. Idiot Abroad is Ricky Gervais torturing his friend Ron Pilkington. Nah, I didn't know that. I don't know. It sounds kind of like Windy City Heat. I'll have to check that out. Yeah. And I just want to go to LA, I guess now that I remembered, to visit my aunt and uncle and a couple cousins and stuff like that too. But no, I just want to hang out at the Comedy Store. I've known about the Comedy Store for so long. I'm such a comedy fan. I mean, that's why, like, you pretty much can say whatever you want to me. Like, it's not going to offend me because I'm such a comedy fan. I'm just so used to comedians roasting each other, just giving each other a hard time at all times. So I'm just so used to that that's the mindset that I normally have. So, I mean, unless you're being malicious, then I might take offense to it. But usually, as long as you're being funny about it, I don't care. That's why I almost never censor anything in my chat. The other moderators will censor stuff. I never do. Dang, cemetery, you're like really rubbing it into California, man. The good folks need to leave the state so it can sink in the ocean. Jeez, oh man. Well, the big one's coming soon, so you never know. That might get your wish. Pager says when you fly in, you can see the smog around LA. I've heard about that, and that is one of the things I want to put on my YouTube channel when I actually go there. I actually want to have that. I mean, obviously, I'm a big fan of flying. I put it on my channel every time I do fly, but yeah. Pager says going to Canada is like a rite of passage when you live in Detroit because you can drink over there when you're 18. Yeah, well, I didn't go to Canada till I was 40. So, but so I could drink. Nobody carded me in Canada either. Or did they? No. No, I don't think I got carded the entire time I was in Canada. I was there for what, 8 days? Yeah, I think technically I was there for 8 days. Or no, I was there. Yeah, I was there for over 8 days actually. I was there from Tuesday to Tuesday. I got there at 1 o'clock on a Tuesday and I left at like 5 o'clock on a Tuesday. So that's over 8 days, 7 nights. Oh, and the metal says it's in Ontario, just like anti. Nice. Well, I was just wait. Ontario. I thought I knew where Ontario. Or wait, Ontario's a province. I was about to be like, wait, I know where that city is. Oh man, you totally fooled me there for a second. Dang it. Stupid Americans. Always getting fooled by the sneaky Canadians. Whereabout in Ontario are you from? Dang it, man. You totally got me there. I was like, wait, where's Ontario? I see Ottawa, I see Toronto, but where's Ontario? Okay, Toronto. Okay, well, you're close to New York. Man, boy, do I feel dumb. Uh, oh, what else we got here? Nice. Ontario Place. I've never heard of that. I'll have to check that out. What up, Brando? Oh, dang. I'm glad that didn't happen to me, Pedro. I was never carded in Canada, and I was never denied entry. As a matter of fact, the immigration guy told me that I was a very interesting person as he was stamping my passport and allowing me to go into his fine country. Which isn't, I don't know. I just don't get tired of telling any of my Canada stories because I just had so much fun in Canada. I'm sitting there. Susie's texting me, asking me where the heck I'm at and like when I'm gonna be at the airport and everything. And meanwhile, I'm held up by immigration. She's texting me saying, "I got weed." I'm like, not now. Like, this isn't a good time to be telling me that. Just hold off. But yeah, tons of fun that I had in Canada. And I got to meet, well, Susie. I got to meet JT Bear. I got to meet Shocks the Muse. So it was my first YouTube meetup ever, same as Shocks and JT. It was their first YouTube meetup ever. So actually, all four of us, I guess, it was our very first YouTuber meetup. We all met up. Me and JT and Shocks, we just wandered around the city, just doing all kind of crazy stuff. Um, we almost wandered into the ghetto. We walked down some street that normally people get shot on. Uh, we did all kind of stuff. We got lost in the underground. Um, we did all kind of stuff, man. We had a ball, and then Susie showed up when we were at the bar, and we saw the sketchiest fireplace ever. Like, it was actually a fireplace. Well, you can see it in my video. It's at the very end of my video, and you can see that there's it, like, the fireplace is literally a light bulb, and it was like the dustiest fireplace of all time. So, which is very funny because Shocks was making a joke about "let me fan your flames" and like blew into the fireplace and was like waving her hand back and forth, and you can just see dust going everywhere. It's pretty crazy. Hear my dog sleeping over here. Dang, but Pedro, why did you get denied entry? That's pretty crazy. And Metal says, pretty sure Canada Wonderland is owned by US by now. Probably. The US likes to take over just about everything, so why not that? Toronto is a cool city. I have heard that from so many. Wait, dang it! Why is my thing? My maps aren't up. Yeah, Toronto, Ottawa. Yeah, and Vancouver. And obviously Winnipeg. Those were the only cities that I actually wanted to go and visit in Canada land. But most of those, like Ottawa, Toronto, and I think no, Ottawa and Toronto, or no, maybe it was Ottawa, Toronto, and Quebec. those ones, I only wanted to go there because I heard really good things about some of the restaurants there, and I was just like, I kind of want to go visit that restaurant, but that is way down the bucket list, so that's going to be a long time for me. You can find anything in Toronto. Nice. Well, that's a good reason to go there. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff you can't find in Winnipeg, I'll tell you that much. I spent a week there, and I shouldn't say that. There is a lot of stuff that you could find. I never heard of Canada Wonderland. What is Canada? Should I look this up? Look it up. Yes, I type slow. Oops. Let's check it out. What do we got? Oh, Canada's Wonderland. Nice. All right. That looks pretty cool. It's in Ontario. 17 roller coasters. Oh, ranked second in the world of number of roller coasters after Six Flags Magic Mountain, which has 19, and tied with Cedar Point, that is 17. Nice. I don't know. I'd go there. That sounds like a lot of fun. What's up, Hillary Clinton? Huh? Hillary Clinton's in the chat. Apparently running for president again. Maybe. No, okay, I got you, Pedro. So you were trying to drive into Canada, and they thought you had drugs and got mad when they didn't find them. I know a lot of cops down here that are like that too, but they can't deny you entry to the U.S. because you're already in it. Whenever that happens down here, but no, I got you. I didn't try to drive in. If I would have tried to drive in, I could have used the card. Instead, I had to get the book. That way I could actually make it into Canada. But you can't do that. You can't fly, well, according to the website for the State Department or whatever, you can't fly into Canada with just the card. You need the book. So what's up, Paula? I see you hit 5,000 subscribers. So when you coming on a live stream? You said 5,000 was your first thing, and then you said then after that it was like 1 million, and then after that it was like 200 million, and after that it was like 796,000 million and stuff like that. But your original thing was 5,000, and I see you already hit your goal. So whenever you want to, let me know, and we'll set it up. I'll make sure there's a lot of people on there. That way you don't have to do what I'm doing right now and just sit there and just talk by yourself the whole time and stuff like that. I'll get a bunch of Pepper people on there, and that way you can just add your knowledge to the group. Yes, that's correct, Metal 40. I looked that up too, by the way. If you're in the US and you got a DUI, Canada sometimes I have to say sometimes, because sometimes I bet they will, but for the most part, they will not let you into Canada. But opposite, if you have a DUI in Canada, you can come to the US. I looked that up. Somebody driving. All right. Nice. All they found was some pipe tobacco in your friend's glove box. Yeah. I've had cops do that to me in the US. They found pipe tobacco, not even pipe tobacco, it was a cigarette, and they said it was weed. They even put out their little field sobriety, test kit type thing. I shouldn't say sobriety, but the little field test kit type thing, and actually tested tobacco, and they felt really dumb. That's when they tore my car apart, because they were all mad because they weren't correct. Yeah, I got whoa, strip search. Jeez, oh man. I've been searched, never strip searched though. That sucks. Destroyed your friend's vehicle's interior. That's the problem with when they search vehicles. One of my friends, when I moved here, one of my friends was telling me a story about how he got pulled over. They thought he had drugs on him, so they tore his car apart and like literally took the back seat of the car out and like searched everything, didn't find anything, and didn't put anything back together. Just put the back seat back in, but never bolted it down. The guy ended up getting into an accident like an hour later, and everybody in the back seat got messed up because they didn't bolt the back seat in. And whenever he rolled his car into a ditch, and everybody just they weren't held in by the seatbelts anymore, and they just I think they ended up suing the cops over that one, and I think they won. But that's just messed up. Like, why would you even take the back seat out? You can look under the seat. Like, you don't have to unbolt the seat. Like, where'd you get the tools? And if you're gonna unbolt it, bolt it back in. You know, like put it back the way you found it. That's what I was always told. But you know, whatever. And don't get me started on dang cops. Enhanced ID is garbage. Well, it's all the same. I'm pretty sure this thing's got an RFID chip in it, just like the advanced ID. I don't know. It's got to. This thing's so thick. Pretty sure. I can't remember. Yeah, it's right here on the back page. This document contains sensitive electronics. For best performance, do not bend, perforate, or expose to extreme temperatures. So this thing's got to go in the microwave. So, oh, I listen very well, don't I? But yeah, no, even that has it. Our IDs, they're real IDs now. I think they were supposed to be real IDs by 2008. With RFIDs in them, which is radio frequency identification. What the hell's the D? Thingy. I can't remember. Metal says the Wonderlands is cool. Heck yeah, man. I'd go there. That sounds like fun. Paula says someday she'll hop on. All right, well, and now there's nobody with me today. I asked one person said they wouldn't come on. I asked another person, they said they wouldn't come on, and I said, heck with it. I'm not going to ask anybody else. I'm just going to hit the live button, and I'm going to go live. If anybody else wants to join me, they're welcome to, but I'm not going to ask everybody if they want to join me. They're welcome to. So if you want to, let me know. But what else we got here? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Metal. And that's what I was saying, though. I know if you have a DUI in Canada, you can come to the U.S., but Canada, it says they will deny you entry if you have a DUI in America, or the U.S., and you try to go to Canada. But I'm sure that's not exactly the case. I'm sure there's exceptions, and I don't know if you're like a big name and you're going there to work or, you know, something like that. I'm sure then, you know, they'll probably let you in. But I know Joey Diaz gets denied entrance into Canada. He's not allowed to go to Canada. But I mean, that's a pretty good reason because in the 80s, he's a comedian, by the way, if you don't know who he is. He's very, very funny. I believe Joe Rogan calls him the funniest person, funniest human he's ever met. But he is hilarious. But and this is why, because he has crazy stories, because he used to do a lot of drugs. And in the 80s, he kidnapped his drug dealer and held him for ransom with like a machine gun or something like that. Ended up getting busted, and apparently that's why Canada doesn't want him in there. Kind of makes sense, though, you know? Like, I don't know. It's probably a good reason there, right? What? They kept saying wait enough for half a boozle? I don't know what that is either. Anybody in the chat know what half a boozle means? Or a full boozle? That would be pretty funny to figure that out. I've never even heard that term before. A boozle. Pedro worked for Pepsi. No way. Pepsi is born in the Carolinas. That's where I live. Um, you know, he said get an RFID pouch for your passport. I'm not even worried about it anymore. There was a time when I was very into all of that stuff with RFID and Real ID and knowing all of that different stuff. Anymore, I'm not that worried because I mean I carry around a spy device with me at all times. So, well, not all times, but most of the time. So it kind of doesn't matter anymore. Like they're already. If anybody wants to know where I'm at, what I'm doing, or what I'm saying, like you can hack into this and you got me. So, I mean, that's been my whole argument, and it is muted. It's my whole argument against Alexa. Like, go ahead and get one. I mean, who cares? I mean, like I said, I got a microphone right here. I got a microphone right there. I got two microphones right here. I have Alexa right there. I have, what else do I have? Something else right here. I don't know where the heck it went. Something else. If you really want to know what the heck's going on over here so bad, you can probably do that. Not to mention, there's probably a built-in microphone that's on the motherboard of my computer. Probably could hack into that too in case I unplug everything else. So I'm not that worried about it. Like I said, there was a time that I was, but I don't know. I learned as much as I could about everything. And then after that, I was like, you know. Somebody wants to listen, they're going to listen. So, and as far as the government goes, they're listening to everything no matter what. It doesn't matter if you have your microphone muted or anything like that. The only way you can have it, as far as your phone goes, you're kind of screwed. If your phone, even if your phone is off, they can listen to you. So that won't even help you. Like the only thing this thing will ever, you can't listen to me on that would be if I unplugged it. Or if I start a live stream. Apparently my microphone doesn't work as soon as I start a live stream. Maybe I should do that. Just start a live stream and then cancel it. And then, the government can't listen to me through this mic. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I don't know. Not that worried, Pedro. It's no bad guy sniff you. Yeah, there's people like that out there. I'm more worried about like the government or any kind of government official or anything like that more than just the bad guys out there. But, I'm not that worried. I don't know. I think I spent too much time worrying about stuff like that. And now I think I went right through like being worried to like not being worried at all or, And Cemetery says, mic don't work. I know. I saw that the other night. He joined the live stream. Camera didn't work. The microphone didn't work. And yeah, Pedro, Joey Diaz is absolutely hilarious. That guy is great. He, like I said, Joe Rogan says he is like one of the funniest human beings on the earth. If you're easily offended, don't look him up. Because he will say the most random things that you've never heard. I'll put it that way. Like, one of my favorite things, look up Joey Diaz blue cheese. well, I'll just put it this way. Just look up Joey Diaz blue cheese or go F your mother. He's so hilarious. He's talking about how like you should never eat your wings with ranch. And he's always like, he's disgusted by people that eat their wings with ranch. pretty much what I just said. That's his tagline of the entire thing. Yeah, he's freaking hilarious. What was I saw a tweet from him the other day. What the heck was it? Oh, I can't remember what the heck it was. He tweeted out like a picture of something, and I can't remember what it was. And his whole tagline was, "If you think I get mad about ranch dressing, check out this." And it was just a picture of something that made him mad. Forget what it was. It was hilarious though, because I was like, "Oh man!" I just brought back that whole story, which is a great story. It was all on Joe Rogan. He was just talking about like can't have ranch. You got to have blue cheese. He finds ranch disgusting, which so do I. I worked at a pizza shop, and you would not believe the amount of ranch dressing a pizza shop goes through. It's absolutely disgusting. Oh my! I'm just thinking about ranch dressing. Ugh. I got so sick of ranch dressing. I was like, oh, I'll just eat like what was I eating? Like green peppers and like celery and something else with ranch, which, that's like a normal thing to do. You just dip that stuff in there, like, it's okay. And oh my God, I got so sick of ranch dressing. But more than that, it was the amount of ranch dressing we went through. Oh my God, America, please stop eating so much ranch. It's so disgusting. It's nothing but fat anyway. But yeah, Joey Diaz, any story from Joey Diaz is hilarious. I've listened to stories I didn't even like, but Joey Diaz said it, and I laughed my butt off the entire time. He is hilarious. Like, I've watched him go on stage and just kill. Like, he is just amazing. So there's your pro tip for Monday. If you want a good comedian, go check out Joey Diaz. If you're easily offended, do not go check out Joey Diaz, because you will be offended. Hands down, no doubt about it. I guarantee within minutes you will be offended. But as long as you just like comedy, you will love Joey Diaz. He is just absolutely hilarious. Yeah, and the story is about his mom and the bar that she ran, and oh yeah, like, oh, it's freaking hilarious, man. Cemetery. I don't think ranch helps with heat. Well, maybe it does. I guess it's kind of like what, mayo? I guess at its core, isn't it mayo? I guess so is blue cheese. I don't know, but no, nothing will help anything that's hot. That's the funny thing. Like, I always hear, oh, get yourself some milk, get ice cream. Like, no, nothing's gonna help. I made a joke about it last night on a live stream. It's like taking acid. When you eat something hot, good luck. You're in it for the ride. So just go down that ride. Like, you better embrace it. Like, that's the best thing to do. Not saying you should do acid. Please do not do acid. I would never ask anybody to do that. That's one of the worst things I've ever done in my entire life. What's up, Be the Difference Clothing? What's going on? I did some video games today. I was just playing right before I went live tonight. I was playing some GTA, stacking up some loot. I think I only played for like an hour. Or no, was it an hour? I don't even remember how long it was. It was like either 40 minutes to like a little over an hour. I can't remember. And I stacked up like 65 grand or something like that on Grand Theft. And we lost a bunch of missions too. But no, I did that earlier. I might go back and do some more later tonight. I don't know. I tried to start the live stream a little bit earlier tonight, just because I do want to get to sleep a little bit early. I've been staying up pretty daggone late. And not getting a lot of sleep. Like, the last 2 nights, I went to bed at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning and woke up at like 6. So not that fun. I hate doing that because then I could just sit there and lay in bed for hours waiting for myself to go back to sleep, but it doesn't happen. Just sit there, just stare at the ceiling, and I'll just take the covers and put them over top of me and just sit there and stare at the covers and just wait and wait. But oh well, maybe I'll get some good sleep tonight. Who knows? What else we got here? What's up, Cemetery? Wait, I said hi to Cemetery. Oh, I don't know why I thought Cemetery was coming back into the chat. Yeah, Uncle Joey has YouTube/podcast. Yeah, the Church of What's Happening Now. His podcast. So in case you want to check out his podcast, that's what it is. Personally, I am not subscribed to that podcast, but I do enjoy every time that he comes on the Joe Rogan Experience. That's a good time. He's very, very funny. And he always cracks me up, no matter what he's talking about. Like I said, he could be talking about stuff I don't even care about, and I'll be laughing. But that's what I like about him. That's how you know a good comedian. Like, well, especially, or another thing is when a comedian talks about things that you absolutely disagree with, and you're laughing. Like, I love that. They'll be talking about things I am like completely against, and therefore. But just the way they talk about it, like as long as you can make that funny, I'm down. Like you won me over, and I like you. But I'm like that with everything, like with politics and stuff. Like if you have a good argument on your side, even if I disagree with you, if you have a good argument, you win my respect. Like that's just how I am. But I mean, I guess I'm that way with not just politics, with anything. Like as long as you're cool and, you know, as long as you listen to the opposite side and you take in what they're saying and then you make a valid point on your part, we're cool. Like we can completely disagree, but I'm fine with you whatsoever. But I don't know, that's just the way I was brought up, I guess. But like everybody knows I like guns. So if you have an anti-gun argument and you come in with a valid point about why you're anti-gun, well, okay, well, I disagree. But, you know, you're cool in my book then. But, all right, Be the Difference Clothing. You're taking off, heading to bed. So have a good night. Hope you sleep well. What the heck is that? Increase my magnesium intake. Okay, I'll have to look into that. I don't think it's magnesium. I think it's just my weird sleep habits. I don't know. My incessant need to go live constantly. And I don't know. I still can't remember how many days it's been, but I think it's been, I know it's over 2 months straight that I've been live every single night. At least one time. Up to, I remember one night I was on 6 live streams. I was live for like 16 hours. I was on one, I did my own live stream, and then I went on another live stream, and then I did my own live stream, and then I went on another one, and then I did somebody else. It's a freaking mess. It's an addiction, man. I don't know. I don't know what the heck's up with going live. It's just one of those things. Once you start doing it, you just keep doing it over and over. I don't know. I guess it's just me because I know a lot of other people that they get all, I don't want to say bored, but they get over it really quick. I don't know. I haven't. I just keep doing it over and over and over again. And this can is like almost warm, and I think it's, well, it is almost warm, but it's almost dead too. So I'm gonna have to grab me a new beer here in just a second. Yeah, so magnesium intake will help with stress. That's good. I don't think that'll help me with my stress. I got a lot of different stuff stressing me out right now. But we don't need to talk about that. What the hell? Why does my phone keep going off? Please stop, man. Stop. Hang on. Let me just make this go away. Okay. Wait, what? Did I don't know. I may have just done what I think I just muted it. I don't know. I might have just joined that call. I don't know. Yeah, exactly, Pedro. I don't know. It's a weird addiction, man. Like, you just start going live and you just keep going live. I mean, was I on yesterday? 2, 3 live streams yesterday. Day before I was on like 3 or 4. Day before that, I don't even remember. I don't know. Let me fix this can though. This can's dead. Should have turned the camera over to your dog. That way you guys could watch my dog while I'm over here. Oh, look, the dog's, look, there. Now she's up. What, you gotta go outside? Okay, the dog's gonna go outside too. So, well, you can see the outside door. It's right behind us. So, let me let this doggy out. Come on. All right, that's better. The dog went outside. I agree, Lisa. Live is cool. I don't know if live is cool or it's just in my mind or what. I don't know. I just keep doing it over, over, and over, over again. But, that's where most of you guys know me from, too. I mean, when I started doing live streams, it's coming up on 2 years here shortly. What, 2 more months? No, 3 more months? Something like that. And that'll be 2 years straight, with the exception of last September and part of October that I did not go live. But that was because of a different reason. But yeah, well. Yeah, and I don't see him anymore. But Grown at Home in West Virginia, he was actually there on my very first live stream. He, actually, I was in talks with him to go live for weeks before we actually did it. And then we went live. And then next thing you know, I was just going live every week. So, but I will say, if you're on YouTube and you like are stressing out about, oh my God, how am I going to get my 4,000 hours or, 1,000 subscribers or anything, go live. You will, I mean, do it on your own channel is what I'm saying, because you will start racking up minutes like crazy. I mean, I never had that problem, but that's because I've been on YouTube for such a long friggin' time. Well, yeah, I guess December will be my 10-year anniversary with this channel on YouTube. December 24th, as a matter of fact. Yeah, December 24th, 2009 is when I started this channel. So I've been going live, or well, I haven't been going live, but I've been making videos on this channel ever since then. I guess not really ever since then. I guess it was, no, I guess I could say ever since then. Because 2008, 2006, I was making videos. I just never put them on YouTube, but I did eventually put them onto my channel. But like I said, I'm not worried about the minutes or anything like that because I get that just off of my past videos. Let's look again. I looked the other day. I can't even remember now. But I've got so many freaking videos. Go ahead. Don't be afraid to load. Oh, wow. I was going to say I have 1,131 videos. I'm wrong. I have 1,142 videos on my channel. So, yeah, I've been live for quite a long time now. All right. I forgot about that video. Wait, what the? Oh, all right. Okay. That freaked me out for a second there. I was like, what the heck is going on with those videos? Oh, what do we got here? Wait, is my dog barking? I think she is barking at me. Not much paid. What do you mean? You mean like with live streams or with just YouTube in general, or? Oh, nice. Wow, that's not bad. Lisa, you should go live then. 54 hours. I usually get that in a live stream. Like one live stream. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's all you got to do. Just, I don't know, just go live. That way, you know, rack up your hours. Like I said, I don't really need that. I don't have to go live at all to make my hours, but I could probably just stop making videos altogether and still make my hours and keep being monetized. Maybe. I don't know. Can I? Now I'm all wondering. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I think my average watches and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure that. But I also have like, I don't know, because I'm all over the place. I don't like just do, man, this dog's barking. I don't just do like gardening videos, or I don't just do like other stuff. I make videos all over the place. Like I have a bunch of videos. Well, if you go to Google, type in 3-sided LED, my video is number 1. That's on Google, not on YouTube. So it's just weird videos like that I put out that other people like, and they just start going viral. And hang on, let me get this dang dog inside. She's barking at me. Get in here. Okay, she wasn't barking at me. She was barking at something else. Maybe she saw a deer or something like that. She likes to bark. But so what's everybody else up to? I'm just sitting here rambling all night. I'll throw it back in the chat there if anybody wants to lead where we're going here. Oh, man. Stop. What are you doing? Goofy little dog. The ritual, come in from outside. Just got to like roll around on the carpet, stretch. Now she's upside down, just rubbing her back. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yeah. You're live, doggy. Come up. Oh, there she is. Whoops. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Head up, head up. Okay, here. Bringing up options. I don't want to like add new things to my menu bar and stuff. There's a kid. Oh, and Lisa, one of the other things about going live, the longer you go, the more, obviously, the more minutes you'll get. But now what I meant about that was the longer you go, the more people will jump into your live streams, because not everybody's going to sit there the entire time and watch your entire live stream. But there are going to be a bunch of people that will hop in and watch for like, 10, 20 minutes and then hop off. So I see that. And I've been watching tons of people's live. Well, obviously, I'm on tons of people's live streams, but I like to watch the numbers while I'm there and when it's over. And it's like there was only like 8 people there the entire time, and you get done, there's 200 views, and you're like, wait, what? Where the heck did that come from? That's because people hop in, hop out. Some people want to hop in just to give you a thumbs down. That's fine. That's a view. I really don't care. Not to mention, thumbs down don't mean anything. Like I always say, thumbs down, thumbs up mean the exact same thing to me as a creator. To you as the person who gives the thumbs down, that's what it means something to, because YouTube takes that and says, whoa, you don't like this. We won't recommend something like this to you anymore. And they will not recommend that stuff. So, some people that give thumbs down, that's why you don't get notifications and stuff, because YouTube takes that as you don't like it, not because, well, I had the bell rung. It doesn't matter. YouTube, that's what it's there for. YouTube is using that for their own analytics, and they are using that to try to better your watching. Hey, leave that pillow alone. Get down. She's always got to rough up the pillow just to make it perfect for her. Most dogs don't even have a pillow. Stop. Lay down. But yeah, that's all for YouTube stuff. It's not, has nothing to do with what people think it does. That's why I always say, I never care if you give me a thumbs down, a thumbs up. Doesn't matter. Like right now, I'm looking right now, I got 17 thumbs. That's the only way I look at it. I do not care how many are up, how many are down. If you want to give a thumbs up, that just means you're cool. If you want to give the thumbs down, that just means you're giving me support. So whatever, I don't care. It's all the exact same thing to me. It doesn't act, negatively to me or anything like that. It only works towards you. So, and that's all about, Google's algorithm and stuff like that. As far as Google's concerned, they look at it the exact same way I look at it. They look down and say, I see 17 thumbs. That's it. You had 17 people that thought that this this is a live stream, but your video, your live stream, whatever, that many people actually cared enough to do something. That's all they care about. And that's exactly the way I take it too. I don't really care. Thank you so much. You want to go ahead. Everybody give a thumbs down. I really don't care. Or wait, let's go that way. But oh, that's cute. Probably get under the covers and lay her head on the pillow. My dog, she doesn't really like being under the covers. A lot of the times while I'm, what's up, John Womack? A lot of times while I'm sleeping, she'll come up and just lay right here, in my armpit, and put her head right on my chest. But besides that, she usually sleeps on the pillow next to me. And a lot of the times when I wake up, her head is on my pillow. So I wake up and I'm like, oh, geez, man, there's Pitbull. And, just look over and all of a sudden there's a Pitbull head sitting right there, gigantic head laying right on your pillow. And you're like, what the heck? So, but after a while, you get used to it. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, nice. You're going to like those lemon drops, Pedro. They're pretty good. That's Rob Z's favorite pepper. I had a pile of those things last year. what I do with them all? I think yeah, I'm pretty sure I dehydrated them all. What the hell? That was weird. You look down the hallway and you see something. You're like, what the heck? And you focus on it, and then it's nothing. Weird. This is also the same hallway where I saw a woman in the middle of the night. I have that story on my YouTube channel somewhere. I don't think I called it a ghost story, but I don't think it was a ghost, but I saw a woman in my house, so that was really weird. A woman in a white bathrobe heading towards the bathroom, which is very weird. Yeah. Well, I told that story already. I think I told that story many times. But yeah, I think I got some lemon, or yeah, ahi lemon, lemon drops, whatever you want to call them. They're all the same thing. Hot lemons, I think they call them that too. But yeah, the lemon drops they're a good pepper. Same way, well, any of the ahis are really good pepper. I really don't care what ahi, any ahi I'm a fan of. They're like Pokemon. I'd like to collect them all. But I've had ahi pineapple. Last year I grew the ahi pineapple, lemon, sugar rush peach, of course. What else did I grow? That was pineapple. What was over there? Why am I blanking on this name? Oh, I can't remember what the heck it was. The mango. Ahi mango. What else did I have? I thought I had more ahis than that. I don't know. But everyone I've ever had was amazing. So, yeah. Cemetery, you should get some ahis. They're good. If you're not really into hot things, you might not like them that good. They're like half, well, I believe their rating is like 30 to like 90,000 Scoville, something like that. And a habanero's 100,000 to 350,000 Scoville. I think they rank the habanero that way just because there's like chocolate habanero. I think that's supposed to be 350. And like or yellow or orange habaneros, I think they're only like 100,000, but they can be a little bit hotter. So half as hot as a habanero. But I mean, you gotta like some heat, right? That's why you grow peppers. Exactly. 30 to 90,000 is nothing. Yeah, no, once you get to 1,000,000, that's where I'm starting to go, okay, you know. Because 1,000,000, that's when you get to the ghost pepper. And I don't know. That's where I think that the game starts. Like anything below that, it's just got a little bit of heat. But once you hit that 1,000,000 threshold, then the game is on. Then it's like 1,000,000, 2,000,000, you know. I have no clue what the heck that Brazilian brain strain that I ate. I have no clue how hot that thing was. But it was probably pretty hot. Well, I know it was pretty dang hot. But I've had a lot of people tell me that's a hilarious video. And I'm like, well, I wasn't trying to be funny. I just couldn't handle the heat. But I guess that's where the humor comes from. Nice. And Lisa planted hers. So I'm guessing the lemon drops. But yeah, no, ahis are great. Especially if like you're just a beginner chili head kind of person. That's a good spot to go ahead and start out with, you know, like, well, unless, I don't know, maybe jalapenos would be the best way for you to start if you're just starting out. But nah, I'm not. I know a lot of people. Well, I know a lot of people that are. I was about to say I know a lot of people that are not into extract, like me. I try not to do extract whatsoever. I don't like it. It's got a metallic taste. It's not good. It ugh. I don't know. It something weird about it. Like the second you have it in your mouth, you're like extract. Like I don't know. It's just something really weird about it. It's like that metallic taste. I don't know. And I'm not a fan. So oh look at this. Look. Oops. Oh, cutie puppy. Just chilling. I guess I gotta just turn the camera instead of smacking the camera into the microphone. Ugh, excuse me. You got one extract? What? What extract is that? Is it a sauce or is it just extract? Because it doesn't matter either way, for me at least. But both of them have like a metallic taste to them. I think I've only had like extract in a sauce, and I guess I shouldn't have said that previous statement because that makes me sound like a lie. Because I never had extract, but no, I've had it in a sauce, but it just, ugh, I don't know. It's like weird metallic taste. I don't know. It's like having like a penny in your mouth or something. I don't know. It's weird. Um, when I have your planting beds done before you planted your good seeds, what were your good seeds? Is that just the ahis or? And you get just extract. Yeah, see, I've never even gone as far as buying extract or anything like that. I'm not into it. I'll buy the hottest hot sauce, like natural that you can have, but as far as like extract, nah. Nice. Lisa says her jalapenos are all red now. That's good for saving seeds. Jalapenos are supposed to be red. Everybody eats them when they're green, but they're supposed to turn red. If you don't believe me, grow a jalapeno and just leave them on the plant. They will turn red. That's just what happens. I actually never knew that until somebody told me. I'm like, what? You're just joking around with me. And I was growing jalapenos that year, and I was like, I'm not gonna pick those jalapenos, and I just let them go, and they just turn red, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'm an idiot. Guess they do turn red. I really had no idea. Like I've seen jalapenos my entire life, and they've always been green. I just thought it was a green pepper. I had no idea that they actually turned red. Oh, nice. The seeds you won. Who'd you win those seeds from? I remember that, but I cannot remember. That was a while ago. Not to mention, a lot of people do seed giveaways and stuff like that, and intentionally, I will not enter them. Just, I don't know. I have a weird thing about me. I feel like I won enough like seeds and stuff off of YouTube, so I kind of feel like I should let everybody else have a chance. That's why every time people do like seed giveaways and stuff, like you usually will never see my name in like the mix of people to win. That's just because I don't know, I just feel like I've got enough stuff from the internet. I shouldn't, I should just let everybody else get their chance. Pure evil when it's not extract. I don't know what that is. Should probably look that up. Oh, nice. So you won that from Batman. I think I was there when you won that from Batman. Pretty sure. Oh, Holy Ghost Peppers? Nah. I don't think I was there. I haven't caught one of his live streams in a long time. I've won tons of things. I've gone to live streams and I'm just like, ah, what the heck? I'll throw my name into the ring. And I'd just be like, yeah, go ahead, enter me too. And then I win. And I'm like, what the heck, man? Like it happens all the time. And that's why I usually try to like stay out of the live or the giveaways. That way, yeah. See, like Lisa said, like, well, I've won way more than 3. I've won tons and tons and tons of them. I mean, I can't even name off all the people that I've won stuff from. What's up, Gage? Just hanging out on a Monday night. Well, cemetery, they're probably like me. You know, it's one of those things where I'm like, what the heck? I'll throw my name into the ring and then I win. I'm like, what the heck? Why did I win again? That's probably what's happening. I don't think that he's being biased. I mean, heck, most of the giveaways I see, a lot of the same people win. I mean, with few exception. I mean, sometimes there's people that win where I'm like, I never saw that person win before. But usually if it's a multiple, like at least like 4 or 5 different giveaways in one live stream, usually one of those people I've seen win on that live stream already. I don't know if it's a YouTube or like what the heck is that called? The random generator or what the, no, that's I'm thinking of the random number generator, but not that. What am I thinking of? The random comment giveaway thing. A lot of the times when I see that, a lot of the times, I don't know, it just always seems like quit making noise, phone. It always seems like the same people win, but never know. I don't know. Maybe all that stuff is a little biased. I don't know. So who are you talking about, Lisa? Blumberg? Did Blumberg send you seeds? Because if he sent you seeds, they are good seeds. I think, yeah, Blumberg sent me seeds, and that was the fastest germination I've ever seen of any seeds. And besides that, when they do germinate, everybody always talks about how Blumberg seeds have like the best phenos of all the seeds they get. Like they'll get Reaper seeds from somebody and they'll get Reaper seeds from somebody else. And then they'll get Reaper seeds from Blumberg and they'll grow them out and they'll be like, what the heck? These all look exactly like a Reaper. Everybody else's seeds, nothing looks like a Reaper. But he knows his stuff on how to save seeds and how to do all that stuff. So Jeez, man. Rid of that. Okay. Jeez, man. Phone's blowing up. But yeah, no. Blumberg knows his stuff on how to save some seeds. So if you are lucky enough to get Blumberg seeds, you are very lucky then, because he only saves the best seeds from the best pods, which is how you get good phenos. You know, like you only take seeds out of the best looking Reapers if you want Reapers, or the, whatever, even jalapenos. You only take the seeds out of the best ones. Unlike me, who is normally like, I got a pod, let's cut it open and save the seeds. Like, I'll do that. But I don't know. I'm starting to learn a little bit better. I don't know. I think it was once I hit a point of how many seeds that I have, which I don't know if you can see, but this thing whoop, right there. Where's it at? There it is. This thing right here, this big long chest type thing right here, that top drawer is nothing but seeds. And I mean, I'd show it to you, but I have also keep every letter that everybody gave me. So someday I can repay them. I keep them in there too, but it's nothing but seeds. Like the entire thing. Well, actually, there's like 3 books in there, and they're all about growing, like square foot gardening. There's something else, and then there's a bunch of printouts of like companion plants and um, what the heck's the other thing I'm thinking of? Oh, what kind of plants you can plant to keep pests away? Like planting rosemary will keep such and such away. I can't even remember anymore. Planting mint will keep this away. You know, all that different stuff. I have a bunch of stuff like that. And it's all printed out because it's on the internet. But what if the internet goes out? What if, what if, whatever? I always I'm a what if kind of person. I like everything in actual, like I can read it in the dark with a flashlight or like a lighter kind of thing. Because I don't know. I heard so many people say like, well, what do you need that printed out for? Like you can just go on the internet. Well, what if the internet's not there one day? What if the internet goes out? What if I didn't pay my bill? What if, whatever? What if the internet just, we get a solar flare and the internet's now gone? I like to have that hard copy. That way, there's no confusion. There's no nothing. I don't have to worry about anything. I've got it right here. It could be wrong, but at least it's right there. Oh, nice. Gage is growing, the yellow jacket, and the giant ghost. Nice. I don't think I've seen his giant ghost. I've seen his yellow jackets. I think I may have got seeds for. No, I can't remember. He said he was going to send me yellow jacket seeds. I can't remember if he did or. I know I didn't grow any, but I can't remember if he sent me any. Maybe he didn't. I know he said he was going to, but I don't remember if he actually did or not. And what's up, Raven Moon Gardens? What? Give me a refresher. Who is that? Isn't that Will? It has to be Will. Taco seeds. Nope. Just hanging out, chilling on another Monday night live stream. The pit bull beside me, sleeping like a little baby. Aww. Passed out. Yeah. A lot of us are still looking for those taco seeds, by the way. Not as easy to come by as you think. Wish you could just order those taco seeds, but usually it's like eBay Reapers. You order them, they come in, you plant them, you take all this time and trying to get those taco seeds to, actually produce some tacos. And then next thing you know, they're just tomatoes. Yeah, BD is holding out on that, man. He still won't send me any. Jonesy, that's a pretty dumb question. Of course I'm Revtos. It says it right there at the bottom. No, it's Bob. Bob. That is the whole thing, though. Are they hard shell or soft shell taco seeds? Because I hear the hard shell taco seeds are easier to grow than the soft shell. What are you talking about, Jonesy? You came on my channel. How do you know not what channel you came on? That's hilarious. Of course. Exactly. Cemetery. I'll take both. I'll take my chances with that stuff, man. We'll see if I'll see for myself. Hard shell, soft shell, which one grows faster? Which one grows quicker? Which one grows easier? Hell yeah. As long as I get tacos out of it, I'm down. No, Jonesy. That's the whole running joke. Is Beatty was always talking about having taco seeds. Of course, you can't grow tacos. You got to grow a cow, cut that thing up, or a chicken, and cut that all up after you cook it, and then add it to a taco, and then add all your what they call it in Idiocracy, the burrito toppings. Or wait, they said I think it said burrito toppings. Or yeah, I think that's what they said. I can't remember. It's a great movie, Idiocracy. Watch it. You understand what's going on in today's society. We'll be there in yet 100 years. And nice. Comes with sour cream and all. Or I think you said burrito coverings. What I don't know. It was the President Camacho was saying that at the State of the Union address in Idiocracy, which I don't remember that guy's name. I was about to say his name. I can't remember. Isn't that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the same guy that was in Friday, wasn't it? Look at that. All I have to do is type IDIO, and Idiocracy is one of the top links. Here, IMDb. What? IMDb cannot be found. What are you talking about? Terry Crews. That's who I was thinking of. Was he the same guy in Friday? Oh, heck with it. Let's just look up Terry Crews. I was about to look up Friday. Oops. Everybody hates Chris. White chicks. America's Got Talent. What? Shows you how much TV I watch. Maybe I was wrong about that. Terry Crews was in the NFL? Shows you how much I know about that. I don't know what the heck is going on with this. For some reason, some websites are not being pulled up. And IMDb is one of them. You know what? I'll just do it this way. The internet will let me know. No. He was in last Friday, but not the first Friday. Wait, Friday after next? Maybe he wasn't Friday. I don't know. Yeah. It's got electrolytes. Do you even know what electrolytes are? Yeah, it's what Brondo has. Well, you didn't tell me, Cemetery. I had to look it up. I totally didn't know it was Terry Crews. map back. Paula, I don't believe so. I don't believe I got a friend request from you. I get a lot of Hangouts messages, though. Let me just double check. But no, I don't recall getting it. So send it again. No, I'm back to June now. Yeah, no, I don't see it anywhere. Let's see all these messages. What? Why does it say I'm in? Oh. Oh, okay. I gotcha. It doesn't say I'm part, or it says I'm part of the call, but I'm not in the call. I was wondering why I'm part of two different Hangouts calls right now. Like, what the heck? No, I was invited to the call. I just didn't. Let's see here. I don't know how to send a friend request. Let me see. Maybe you're in my list. Maybe I just said yes. No. Wow. How come all these people pop up here when I like try to make a call, but yet I can never actually have a call with those people? That's so weird. Wait, that just reminded me. Wait, didn't I just... Oh, okay, never mind. I was just gonna say, wait, I remember somebody else messaging me the other day, and I messaged them back, and they never messaged me back. And then I just went and looked, and they did message me back. I don't know how to send you a message, Paula. Can I do it? Wait, can I do it on YouTube? Wait, no. Wait, what? Wait, where the hell? Why is... Oh, okay, there we go. That's weird. Let me see now. Okay. I don't know. No, I thought I could do it. Stop phone. I thought I could do it a different way. Wolverine wants to know, am I joining anti? I hit the live button, and I'm not even joking, within a couple minutes, he went live. I mean, it was like literally like 2 minutes later. Oops. Okay. I just sent that to you. And just for you, I'm going to go ahead and remove that comment. Just so your email's not out there. Oh, It's weird. I was looking at my stupid face, but there's like a 30-second delay. Wait, I don't understand that, Lisa. Yeah, well, the email you put in, I just sent an invite to. That was not you. But Lisa, you need to figure out how to turn the mic off on your laptop camera because it doesn't work. Oh, it doesn't work right. Oh, jeez. I could just read the entire sentence. Maybe that would work. Usually it's in your sound settings. So if you go, I don't know what I use Linux. So all of my settings are completely different. But still kind of the same. I guess if you go to your, wow, what the heck is that called? It's been so long since I had Windows. I can't remember. What the heck, man? Stop. Oh, it's that called. Dang it. It's already muted. Stop, please. Jesus, man. I already muted that. I don't know why it keeps popping up. But usually it's in your sound settings under your, what the heck is that called? Something manager. I can't remember. It's wherever your sound settings are. You should be able to just mute. It should bring up all of the microphones that you have, and you should be able to mute every single one that you want, or only use the one that you want, or anything like that. With mine, this microphone overrides every other microphone. So I don't know. Because like I said, I'm not even joking. I got a microphone here, I got a microphone there, I got a microphone there, I got a microphone there. So, and I'm not on a laptop. I'm on a desktop. I have no internal microphones on my computer that I know of. I mean, I'm sure I do, but they're not that I know of on my computer. Not to mention, well, I got one computer, but two screens. You got this screen here with the Hangouts overlaid over top of the YouTube. And then I got this one over here that I just keep open. That way I could, well, I'm not even looking at it right now, but that way I can look at my Google Map because I love having my Google Map up just so I can see perspective-wise where everybody is in the country. I don't have it right here. Dang it, I just did. If you get an external mic, usually if you plug in an external mic to your I don't know. I might have just started giving bad advice. I was about to say, usually if you do an external mic and you plug it in, it will override your regular mic, but that might not be absolutely correct. But and if you want a half decent mic, I suggest going to Amazon and typing in Tonor, Tonor, condenser mic. They're like, I think they're like, well, I can't remember what the last one I bought. I liked them so much. I used it. All my live streams were using the Tonor mic until it died. And then I got this Yeti. But I bought another Tonor as a backup, and it's just sitting in the box in my room right now. Just because I want to make sure I always have a backup microphone. When I went to Canada, I took my old Tonor microphone. Actually, that's when it screwed up. That's when it stopped working, was after I got back from Canada. Like the microphone just stopped working for some reason. I have no clue why. I don't know if it was maybe because we were going through x-rays or, you know, all that different crap you got to do when you're traveling. I don't know, but I just know it was working fine for years until I went to Canada. When I came back from Canada, it just stopped working all of a sudden. And it wasn't the computer. I've plugged it into other computers, other things, and it still doesn't work. I don't know what the heck happened. It just quit working. I think I still have it. No, it's in my room. I think, unless I threw it out. Maybe I did throw it out. I might have thrown it out since I got a new one. But hang on 1 second. I'll grab that sucker. It's just right here. All right, here we go. But no, they're cheap. And that's what it is right there. Toner microphone. And that's a condenser microphone as opposed to a percussion microphone. And you can get a stand for it. Like I got my microphone here is on a stand. This is a professional mic stand, as a matter of fact. This sucker cost as much as this microphone right here. Or nah, it didn't cost as much. But this is like, well, from what everybody tells me, this is like one of the best microphones you can get. And that's a Yeti. It's a Yeti Blue. And I've heard that from tons of different people, that Yetis are the best microphones that you can get. But this sucker isn't that bad. What's it say on here? Windows computer. Oh yeah, and it comes with a mic stand. I forgot. It comes with a little mic stand in there. I never used the mic stand. Wait, what? Huh. I guess maybe they're exclusively on Amazon. That's weird. They wrote right on the back, like, if you have problems, contact them directly instead of Amazon customer service. So I guess maybe they're like exclusively on Amazon. I don't know. My last one was white. This one's black. But yeah, it comes with a little mic stand and everything like that. And that was the one I took to Canada, but my laptop was so crappy that we couldn't actually live stream while we were in Canada. I still have a live stream that's scheduled on my computer. It's scheduled for April 29th, which was Monday before I came home from Canada. And I've never gotten rid of it. I've just left it up like it's still going to be a thing. And I only do that because it's so weird. Actually, I can tell you what it says, because the time is so weird, because it says starts April 29th, 2019 at 9:59 p.m. because I was in Canada, in Winnipeg, which is an hour behind me, which would have been 9 o'clock p.m. AKST, which is the time. And I always thought that was weird. I've never heard AKST as a time before. So I've left it up on my thingy and just never took it down. But yeah, check it out. Well, and the reason I came across this microphone, this toner condenser microphone, I had one of those stick microphones, which were like a percussion microphone. And I used that for years, for like 20 years. And then one day it died. And me and my buddy would talk back and forth all the time, kind of like we do on live streams now. But that's how we would talk. Instead of like just picking up the phone and calling them, we would just get on the internet and just sit there, like have a call back and forth. And sometimes we would actually talk. Sometimes we'd just be doing things in the background, just doing our own kind of thing. But if we wanted to talk to each other, we'd just say hi or whatever. But my microphone died. And I was like, oh my God, I gotta be able to talk to him. So I started looking for them and I found those stick mics, those percussion microphones, and they were like $18 or $15 or something like that. And I was about to buy it. I was buying the same exact one I already had. And I was like, you know what? Hang on. And I did a quick Google search, and that's what I found out. Like, there's two different kind of microphones, a condenser microphone and a percussion microphone. Percussion is like literally like your voice, well, percusses, I guess, against the speaker, because it's a microphone's a backwards speaker. And it like, whatever. I don't know the exact difference, but they said condenser's better. And I'm like, oh, well, let me look into that. And I looked into it and I found this condenser mic for the same amount as a percussion mic. And I was like, well, I'm buying that thing. Like, if it's better and it's the same price, I'm going for that. So I bought that and I've never looked back. I think everything I have now is condenser mic. I can't tell you the difference. I just know the internet told me that condenser is better than percussion. It made sense when I read it, but that was years and years and years ago. I can't even remember when it was. What up, Cobra? Phone keeps going off. Jeez, man. Heck yeah. $13 on Amazon. Nice. Is that the toner? This sucker? Because that sounds about right. I can't remember. I think I paid 18 or maybe $20 for this thing on Amazon with free shipping. And I haven't even taken it out of the box. I don't even need it. Got this friggin' mic. And that mic. My camera has a microphone on it. I don't even need this microphone, really. But yeah, it's a good mic. And like I said, it comes with a stand and everything. I'd recommend getting that like $15 just regular old stand. I should have grabbed it while I was in there. I have two of them now. I have 3 microphone stands. Man, I spend way too much money on live streaming. I've got multiple cameras. I've got multiple microphones. Oh, shoot. I only have one computer. Well, maybe I'll just build a new computer. But I did just build this computer, so it should be good for a little while. And it was top of the line when I built it. I'm sure it's completely out of date now. But I just built it, what, beginning of the year? Oh, yeah, beginning of the year. It's definitely like way out of date now. But, well, it wasn't even top of the line when I built it, I guess. But it is it's way better than all the other computers I had. I had like really like 10-year-old computers. That's what I started live streaming on, like 10 or 12-year-old computers. And well, I'm running Linux, so that's completely different than Windows. Linux likes to run things one at a time, only what you're using kind of thing, and keeps it in the foreground, where Windows will keep everything running in the background. And that's why usually when you have an older computer, your older Windows computer seems like it runs like crap. Well, if you reformat that sucker and go to Linux, usually that sucker will run great. Except for my laptop. I don't know what the heck happened with my laptop, man. That thing, I had Windows running on there. Windows 7. It came with, what the hell did it come with? I forget what it came with. It came, maybe was it XP? I think it came with no. Yeah, I think it came with XP, and I put Windows 7 on it. And then it ran great forever, but then it started slowing down and it kept like having problems and everything. So I was like, screw it. Reformat the entire thing. All my computers are Linux, so why have a Windows machine around? So I reformatted it, completely wiped it completely clean, the whole hard drive, everything, put Linux on there, and it's run the exact same. So I don't know. Only logical conclusion that I can come to is I have a piece of crap laptop. So that's on my list of things to buy. I need to get a new cheap laptop. And yes, I will be wiping that thing clean and I will put Linux on it. I love having Linux. Like, I don't know. I've had Linux for so long now. Wow. I was just thinking about that. Like, I think I've been full-time Linux for over 11 years now. I was screwing around with it before that, but I was doing like the dual operating system where I'd have Windows and Linux on the same machine, and I would like have all my stuff on Windows, but I would switch to Linux to see if I could use it and stuff like that. And I don't know. I think one of the things that helped me was I started running 2 computers, and I would put two towers right next to each other, and I would have, I don't have it right here because I don't use it, but I used to have one of those boxes that you can buy. We'll just use Alexa and pretend it's the box, but it's just like a box that you can get, and you just plug like your monitor into it. You plug your keyboard into it, and you plug your mouse into it, and then there's dual outputs that go out, and it would have like one mouse go to one computer, one mouse go to the other computer, one keyboard go to one computer, one keyboard go to the other computer, and same with the monitor. Monitor in to one computer, monitor in to the other computer, kind of thing. I don't know why I needed to hold this thing to say that, but I would do that, and you just hit the button on the top, and it would switch between the 2 computers, but you could use the same keyboard, mouse, and monitor. And I did that for the longest time, and then finally I just made the leap. I was just like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just wipe one of these computers completely clean and put Linux on there, and everything ran so much. I mean, again, I was using old computers, but everything ran so much smoother. Everything ran great. So it was that point. I don't know. It was a little bit after that. Well, then I started having problems like I can't get Skype to work. And so I would go on the internet and I would just look up like, Linux, Skype not working or whatever it was. And like Linux, they just give you tons of free information. That's what I love about Linux. It's open source, everything's free. And I would go on there and I would just type in whatever problem I'm having. Like I can't hear sound on this when I'm doing this. And there would just be tons of people saying like, oh, well, the problem is, and they would say all this mumbo jumbo where I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But they would have little like links, or not links, but they would have like little bubbles, and you just copy the text and you go to what they call your terminal, which is kind of like, it looks like DOS, but it's not. Well, I guess it is kind of like DOS, but not really. But they would give you the codes to put in. So you would just literally just copy and paste, and then go to your terminal and paste it in there. And then, copy it and then go to your terminal and paste. And it would just bang. It would like go right through, and then all of a sudden the computer would start working. And after doing that so many times and having problems being fixed, I'm like, well, what the heck? Why am I sticking with Windows? I mean, I know Windows always works, but when it comes to Linux, all you got to do is like search out your problem. And there's so many different people that will try to help you out. I remember when I first got into Linux, I had one guy, he was trying to figure out I can't even remember what the problem was. He was trying to help me figure out one of the problems that I was having. Like, I just went on a forum. Like, I usually don't go on forums. Well, I will, but I don't like type in and like my problem and like, please help or anything like that. But I remember this one time, nobody could help me. I couldn't find any advice. So I went to a forum and I asked for help. And this guy showed up and he was just like, yeah, I'll help you out. And he was like, well, type this in and tell me what your code says. And I would do that. And he'd be like, okay, that doesn't make any sense. Like this should be that and that should be this. So type in this. And I would do it and stuff would start working. But, you know, the problem wasn't ultimately fixed. While we were trying to fix the thing, the guy was trying to teach me how to write code. He was like, if you want to write code, like do these exercises. And he gave me exercises to like teach myself how to actually write computer code. But that just goes to show you what Linux people are. Like, that's just the way they are. They just always, well, I'm sure there's people out there that want to like do you harm, but most of them just seem to want to help. And I've gotten nothing but tons of help from all the Linux people. So that's why I am 100% Linux. Not to mention, it's free. You can download it right now. You can go to, where the hell do you go? I don't even remember where you go. Where do you go to get Linux? I go there. Let's look it up. Whoops. Whoa. Linux.org. Okay. I was going to say that, but I didn't think that was correct. Yeah. And they got tons of different ones. They got Ubuntu. They got, what? Yeah, they got Fedora. They got Ubuntu, Kubuntu, which is usually like servers and they all kind of stuff. I'm using Linux Mint. I think I'm 19.1 or something like, or no, didn't I upgrade? I can't remember. But yeah, I totally needed a cheap laptop. I should have bought a cheap laptop before I went to Canada. I'm so mad that I didn't do that. I was going to, and I was like, well, I should probably save my money for when I go to Canada, and I didn't do it. Now I'm like so mad at myself for not doing it because I was in Canada trying to live stream and my computer was such a piece of crap. I could not live stream while I was in Canada, which would have been the ultimate live stream. Well, I don't know about the ultimate. Well, that would have been the ultimate live stream for me. Because name one other time I'm going to be around, you know, another YouTuber, let alone 4 YouTubers all at the same time where we could have just live streamed the entire thing. All of us in the same room without the little box around our head. That would have been so much friggin' fun. The one night, me and Susie, we just sat there and I tried to live stream like all night long. That's where the live stream that's still stuck on my computer. That's why it's still on there, because I set it all up and I tried to get it to go and my camera wouldn't connect. The microphone wouldn't work. Like the computer kept crashing. Like it was a total mess. I was so mad. And that was the last night I was there. Because that was Monday night. I was trying to do a Monday night live stream. And I left Tuesday. Because the Monday before, I was right here. And we were live streaming. And then I went to Canada the next day. But I'm so kicking myself in the butt for not doing that. I wish I would have friggin' done that. I'm so stupid. Like, I even was looking at computers, like laptops and stuff, and I was like, I should just buy this one. It's only like, it was like $300 or something like that. And I'm like, it's not that great, but it's way better than the one I got. The one I got's like, oh my God. I don't even remember when I got it. I had to have got it at least 12 years ago. Maybe 13 years ago. Wait, what year is this? 2019? Well, maybe it might have been 10. No, it had to have been like 11 years ago I got it. It was already 2 years old when I got it, because I got it because my dad's work would use the laptops for a little bit. I think only 2 years, maybe 3 years. And then they would recall them from the people that were using them, take them back to the company, give them new ones. And then they would take the old ones back, wipe the thing completely clean. That way there's no way that you have any company secrets or anything like that on there. They would personally, you know, as a company, they personally would wipe it completely clean. and then put a new operating system on it. And then they would sell them to the employees. Like, hey, you want your old computer back? Like, we'll sell it to you for like $200 or whatever it was. And my parents actually bought 2 of them. They bought me one and my sister one. My sister has been through like 4 computers since then. So that'll tell you how long it's been since I actually got this computer. And like I said, I had Windows. I knocked out Windows and put on Linux. But that's just my nature. Well, actually, I think it had XP on it. I wiped it out immediately when I got it and put Windows 7 on it because I had I don't know where it is. I don't know what I did with it. I don't know where I got it, but I got a Windows 7 operating disk, and not like everybody else has. I had the disk that you get, say you work at like Hewlett Packard or like whatever computer company that you work at, and you put Windows on a machine. That was the disk I had. There was no code you had to put in. There was no nothing. You just put the disk in, say, yes, I want Windows 7, and it put Windows 7 on there. They're like, what do you want? You want the home version? You want the, what was it? Home Work and Ultimate, or Home something and Ultimate. I think it was like Work or something like that. And yeah, so I had Windows Ultimate or Windows 7 Ultimate on like all of my machines, like computer. Well, I don't even have a TV. I don't have a computer over there. This is the computer. Jeez, oh man. I had a computer for my TV, my main TV in my living room. That was Windows 7, and that's how I would play like Grand Theft Auto 4 and stuff like that way back in the day. But that was the best way to go about it. And I've got that disc around here somewhere. I don't remember what I did with it. Pages says it's like the Matrix. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. No, I disagree, because I saw it and I totally unsaw it real quick. I did not pick up on coding whatsoever. I did those exercises for like a month or 2 months, and they didn't help at all. Yeah, I would like to write code, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Chromebook. Mine's not a Chromebook. Mine's a Lenovo. Whatever the heck that is. I forget. But it's a piece of crap. Whatever the heck I have. Paul's got a MacBook since 2010. Dang. I've had 2 things Mac. I've had an iPod, and my last job I had an iPhone. But that was because they made me have an iPhone, and I did not like it. I hated that phone. I don't know. Well, I forget who it was. Somebody told me what the heck the problem was. Oh, come on. Who was that? Dang it. It's one of my friends. Like, I can't remember who like said it. But they said it best. They said the reason you don't like an iPhone is because, wait, was it? No, I can't remember who the heck it was. I thought I had it for a second. But they said the reason I don't like my iPhone is because I'm used to an Android, which I am. Here's a Galaxy Note 3, Galaxy Note 5. They said I'm so used to Android, and Android has tons and tons of different options that you can do. iPhone does not. They have like just bare minimum options. And that's the way they described it to me, was that's why you don't like the iPhone, because you're of the Android mindset where you can change everything, and you can, just, you can make everything completely personable to you. Whereas iPhone, it's like, no, this is how the iPhone works. Like either you get with us or you don't. And like there's very minimal things that you can change to make it, I guess, like you. And that was the way it was described to me. And I was like, really? And then the more I played around with the iPhone, the more I was like, you're absolutely right. That's my problem with the iPhone. There is so many options that I'm like, how come I can't do this on the iPhone? Well, you're not supposed to, because the iPhone, well, iPhone works better with CarPlay. That probably. I mean, maybe that's why iPhone, I've heard from everybody that iPhone's like the best phone ever. Well, maybe that's because there's so little options of like, as opposed to Android, of things that you can change that they work better that way. Maybe that's why. I'm not exactly sure, but I hated that iPhone. I took it to Canada though. I did use it as a Wi-Fi spot. Because with my service, I have my data turned off on my phone. So like if you're ever trying to message me and I don't get back to you, because I don't have data on my phone, I'm probably not near a hotspot. Like I turned it off. I pay for what I use. So you hear my phone going off. That's why I turned the data off. Like if I didn't do that all day long, I would hear that all day long. My, Hangouts going off, or, different like YouTube giving me messages and stuff like that. And I turned it off intentionally because I was around Wi-Fi spots. I would just go to a Wi-Fi spot and bang, now I have service. But oh, and also, by the way, I switched services. So instead, I was at like $100 a month or whatever for my phone. I switched to my buddy's family plan. So I was paying $30 a month. I switched from that to, I got the sticker right here. I'll just show you who it is. Ting.com, man. I went to Ting. So my phone bill went from $30. My very first bill was $15. My highest bill I've ever had was when I used my phone in Canada, data and text and phone calls. I used them all in Canada. My highest bill ever was $25. I love Ting, and it's great. They just send me an email every once in a while, and they're like, your bill's paid. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, thanks. Like, I don't have to do anything. I don't get a bill. They just send me like a email, and it's just like, your bill's already paid. And they'll just like list out how many minutes I used, how much data I used, how much everything. But wait, let me go back. Oh, Paul said, I finally scrapped my iPhone for a Samsung. Heck yeah, man. I love Samsung. I'm a huge Samsung fan. Not because like I'm a Samsung fan. It's just I wanted the biggest phone I could find. So I looked it up, and at the time, I think it was the Note 5, but I got the Note 3. Or no, that can't be right, because there was no Note. No, there was a Note 4. Yeah. So yeah, it must have been the Note 5 was the biggest at the time. So I went with the Note 3 because I always stay behind the technology. And then when I decided to get a new phone last year, I was like, well, what's the, biggest phone they got now? And I was looking it up, and I think it was like the Note 9. So I was like, okay. And they didn't make a 6. So it went 5, 7, 8, 9. And because they were keeping the Note and the, what the heck is it called? The Galaxy. Yeah, the Galaxy S whatever. And I believe the Galaxy was one step ahead of the Note. So instead of having a 6, the Note 6, they just jumped and had a Note 7 so that it would match the Galaxy 7 at the same time. But anyway, let me go back here. Yeah, so how do you like your Samsung Paula. I love it. I'm a huge fan. Like I was about to get the Note 9. Yeah. I was gonna say 8, but no, I was gonna jump straight to the 9 and actually be up to date. I, wait, was it 9? I can't. Hey, stop licking your nipples. I think I was gonna jump straight to the 9. I think that's what I was going for. Um, it was like $400, whatever one it was. I can't remember. Back here, iPhone works better with CarPlay. I don't even know what CarPlay is actually. My phone or my phone, my car is so old. I have a 2006 and I'm still driving it. I'll never get rid of that thing. If the engine goes, I'll buy a new one. I just found out today I can get a brand new engine for $2,000 and then all I got to do is put it in. Um, I'm super stoked about that, man. Only $2,000 for a 5.7 liter Hemi. Hell yeah. I'm down with that. But no, my car is so old that headphone jack, that is the only way that my phone interacts with my car. I thought about buying a new radio where I could do like Wi-Fi or not, well, I guess Wi-Fi too, but where I could just Bluetooth my phone to the radio and all that stuff or whatever. I was gonna do it, but it would have cost me like $200 or $300. Then I'd have to modify my dash. I would have to get rid of my little, like, under my radio, I got this little like area where I can put stuff, which is weird because I just keep light bulbs for my vehicle that were extra in there. I don't even know why I have them in there, but I would have to get rid of all of that. So it would be this giant freaking screen and everything. And then I would have to pay for all that. I thought about it just to make a YouTube video. To be perfectly honest, I thought that would be a great idea. And I was going to do it. But then I started thinking about it and I'm like, I drive 4 minutes to work. Like, what is the point of paying like $200 or more for a brand new radio? And the only thing I'll get out of it is having a backup camera. Like, that's like the biggest, like, I would Bluetooth my phone and I would have a backup camera. Like, that's the only two things I would get out of it. And I'd have to pay like $200. And I mean, I could make a YouTube video about it, and that could have been multiple videos. I could have like did the camera as one video. I could have done the stereo as another. Still might do it, but the whole reason I was like, heck with that, man. I drive 4 minutes to work. Like, I can't even sync up my phone in that amount of time. Like, I'm already at work. So I just scrapped that entire idea and put it into other things for my vehicle, like that bull bar. And I got another video that should be coming out soon. I got another attachment for my vehicle. I really can't wait to put that on. I just have to wash my dang truck first, and I don't want to wash my truck. But anyway, let me go back real quick. Cemetery, I had Android for a while. Don't miss it. What are you, back to iPhone? I don't really like iPhone. iPhone is a walled garden, says Pedro. Yeah, that's what it felt like. Well, yeah, I don't know about walled garden. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's accurate. He says, I love my iPhone. Oh, nice. So you got a Note 5 too? Nice. So you went from iPhone 4 to Note 5. I think I had an iPhone. What are they at? Aren't they at like 9 now? If they're at 9, I think I had a 7 or a 6. But that was like a work phone, so what's up, Eric? Eric's back. See, I don't even know what Chromecast is. To connect to my phone's hotspot. Huh. Okay. Well, I don't really know what Chromecast is. I have Chrome. I'm on Chrome right now. Both these computers, it's the same computer. Both of these monitors have Chrome. No, all my computers have Chrome, which is funny because Linux automatically comes with Firefox. Where am I at here? I'm getting used to. Couldn't put it with iPhone's crappy battery anymore. I will give iPhone that. I've never seen a battery like an iPhone. That iPhone, that thing would live forever. I mean, I would have that thing and I would use it all day long. It'd be like 5 hours into my shift, and like I just unplugged it before I went to work, and it'd be like 98% on the battery. And I'm like, what the heck? Like I didn't even touch my phone, my Galaxy, my Note, and I didn't even like turn it on. I didn't do anything. And by the time I got to work, it was already like to 95%. Like I didn't even touch it. Meanwhile, the iPhone, I use that thing all day long and it would be like 3% off. I will give iPhone that. They've got probably one of the best batteries. But I also will say any phone is amazing with the battery when you first get it. It takes some usage. Then that sucker, then you like barely can hold a charge. Like this Note 3, oh my God. Well, the good thing about this thing is you could actually remove the back and you can pull the battery out. I had 3 batteries for this sucker, and I would just keep them. I have like a charger on the wall. Well, actually, it's still there. Wait, is that? Maybe that is the dang charger. I don't know. But I had a wall charger and I would keep batteries on there charged all the time. And then if I ever needed one, I just pop the battery out, throw a new one in. That's one thing I hate about this new Note, the Note 5. You can't remove the battery. So when your battery's dead, your battery's dead. Like you need one of those little, whatever it is, those little chargers where you put like double A's in there or whatever and plug it in. But, oh wait, anyway, let me get back to the dang chat. You can get a Bluetooth adapter to bypass that expense. Yeah, I guess I could. I'm not really worried about it. I have a cord in my, like a headphone jack to a headphone jack in my car, and I keep it there all the time. And I can't tell you I can't tell you the last time I actually even used it. I can. When I drove to Canada. The time before that I used, or when I drove to the airport to go to Canada was one, and then the drive home from the airport when I got back from Canada was the other. Before that, I can't tell you the last time I actually used it. Maybe a year ago. So I don't know. It was just thoughts like that where I started realizing like maybe I don't need a new radio, because I really haven't used my radio that much. And I'm a huge podcast fan. And that's almost always what I'm listening to when I'm in my car. Like I know most people listen to music and stuff. I have no music on this phone whatsoever. If it does, it came with it. I put no music on here, but I got tons of podcasts. I got Podcast Addict on here. And whenever I'm going anywhere, because as of late, I haven't. I've been so slack. Normally, I'm a giant podcast fan, like all the way back in the days where I would put them on my iPod way back. I mean, I got a brick iPod, the big, huge suckers. That thing, I had a Sansa Cruise. I had like 3 of those things, that's all I would put on there. I would put like a few songs on there and then just load it up with podcasts. And all day long while I'm at work, I could listen to stuff. I just throw my earbuds in and I would listen to Joe Rogan, or I would listen to, I don't know, what do I got on my podcast list right now? Should probably get back to the dang chat. Let me see what my podcast list is right now. I got Ari Shaffir, Skeptic Tank. I got Common Sense with Dan Carlin. I got Hardcore History with Dan Carlin. Highly recommended if you like history. Danish and O'Neill. I got History on Fire. Bill Burr, Monday Morning Podcast. I got Simply Dawn, the podcast. The Comedy Store. I got Joe Rogan Experience. And then for all those conspiracy people, I got Those Conspiracy Guys and Tinfoil Hat with Sam Tripoli. That's all I have on this phone. Actually, let me look at the other phone. Let me see here. Wait, your sub? Lisa, you said, yeah, my sub was a 1990. We put a crate motor in it. Are you talking about Suburban? And if you put a crate motor in there, I'm betting it's an LS. That's awesome. That's one of my dreams. I want to like win the lotto just to like do a few dreams that I've got. I want to like turbocharge a Jeep Cherokee. I want to just get any vehicle and swap out an LS into it. I want to drive around and just meet YouTube people. I got all kind of weird dreams. Where is Podcast Addict? Wait, is that the same thing I got over there? What I got here? Oh, I got the Burtcast. I forgot to get that on here. History on Fire with Daniele Blale. I can't say it right. Q and the Gang, Radio Lab, Sharp Tongue, Stuff You Missed in History, Doug Stanhope podcast, Wait, Don't Tell Me from NPR. Not because I agree with their politics, but they make me laugh. So if you make me laugh, you win my heart. Let me see here. Eric says, I remember in the 90s buying Crate Engine for $6.99. Dang. Yeah, I wish they were that cheap too. You can get a camera in front and rear that's not that expensive if you install it yourself. I install everything. Nobody touches my vehicle except for me. I do everything on my vehicle myself. There's one mechanic did one thing, and that's because I had to pass inspection and I didn't have the time to do it. He replaced a wheel bearing, which I didn't think I could do at the time. Then I watched a video and I was like, oh, I'm stupid. I could have done that easily. And 2 ball joints, which I could have done myself. But I let him go ahead and do it. It took like 2 days to get it done. I could have got it done quicker. But yeah, no, I would definitely install it myself. And I do have a camera in front. I have a dash cam on my vehicle that runs 24/7 and just runs a loop. It's got a card in it, and it just, when it gets to the end of the card, it just starts at the beginning and starts rewriting all over the whole thing again. And I've had that thing. Actually, that was one of the things I wanted to upgrade. I wanted to get like a good 1080p or maybe even 4K dash cam, and then put my dash cam that I have right now in the back window. That way, in case anybody hits me from behind, I'd have record of that. Because I think that's just super smart. Because my logic is, anything bad happens, you have a record of it. If you screwed up and anything bad happens, you grab that camera and you shove it under the seat and pretend like you don't have it. And you just pretend you don't have it and nothing. Yeah, I have no clue, officer. There's definitely no video footage here. But that was my whole logic in there. Because worst case scenario, someone does something stupid and you probably would have been held liable. Well, now they get held liable because, you have video proof. You can go to court with that. So that was my whole logic on it. And I suggest everybody gets it too. I forget what I paid for. It was like 5 years ago. I got this dash cam I have now. And I think I only paid like $40 for it with a card. So I highly recommend everybody get a daggone dash cam. All you got to do, suction cup up there. And it's got like a little like lever that like holds the suction cup even stronger. Route your wire to your cigarette lighter, plug it into the one that turns on with the ignition. Every time you turn the car on, it turns on. Not only that, but it's got options to stay on for like 5 minutes after you turn your car off. Or it's got options for when it sees people walking in front of your car to turn on. So, yeah. Anyway, this is how I can do live streams by myself for hours, just because I just start reminding myself of things and just keep talking. Anyway, but let me see here. You can replace the battery, or wait, Chromecast is Google's Fire Stick. I don't even know what a Fire Stick is. I know what you're talking about, but I have no clue what the heck that does. Amazon sent me Amazon Fire Stick or some crap like that. I just set it aside. I've never even actually used it. I have no clue what I can do with it or not do with it. It looked like a USB stick, and I just set it aside and walked away. You can replace the battery in your phone too. I've done it just with the right tools. Yeah, I've seen videos like that, but I don't know. I'm not that worried. My battery on my phone that I'm using right now isn't that bad. Um, well, that being said, I have been I remember multiple times going to work and talking to Susie while I was at work, getting paid, and I completely killed my phone battery 3 times. Um, hmm, I was doing lots of work that day. But anyway, screw them, man. I don't work for them anyway. Um, but no, I'm not that worried about it. That I could, but I think before I would actually change the battery in my phone, I'd just upgrade to a newer phone. It's almost about time. I say almost, meaning like if I have a couple thousand in the bank sitting there that I don't need, then I'll go ahead and upgrade my phone, which I'm not going to buy the newest phone. I always stay a couple models behind. Always. I have never had an up to date phone since I had a phone plan, and that was 2011. That was the last time or no, wait, yeah, 2011, December 2011. That was the last time I actually had an up to date phone, and that was a Motorola. Wow, that was a long time ago, too. Let me see here. Yes, Paula, driving around meeting YouTube people sounds fun. I know. I never play the lotto, although I found this ticket right here. I found a lotto ticket, and it was actually for, where the heck is it? May 29th through June 12th. So somebody paid $30 for this friggin' lotto ticket and then lost it. And I found it after the first lotto went off. So I got to sit here and watch the lottos go off. Like, did I win? Did I win on my free ticket? And I didn't. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. That's why it's still sitting right here, because I have to go back and double check. Because that was like those big lottos that were going down. That was the Powerball during that time. I forget. It was like $400 million or something. But no, I never play the lotto, but I really should. I say I should, but I shouldn't waste money. But I would like to, because if I would actually win, that's one of my dreams. I would love to just drive around and meet YouTube people. I would like to, I don't know. If I won the lotto, what the heck, man? Maybe I'd just go buy an RV and then just tow my truck, or maybe I'd just buy like a Honda Civic. That way I could tow the Honda Civic behind the RV, and then me and my dog go on the road, and we'll just I'd just go all over the US and Canada and just meet YouTube people. I mean, I would have to go to see Dave first. I would have to go straight to West Virginia and see Dave first, because I've been telling him for years I would go and see him. I'm like, yeah, Dave, I'll come and see you. I'll come and see you. And then what do? I leave and go to Canada and see JT Bear, Shocks, and Susie. So I would have to go see Dave first. But after that, I would just have to just drive around and meet YouTube people and do live streams with them too. But if I did that, I would also, obviously win the lotto. So therefore, I would have some kind of Wi-Fi in the RV. And that way I could actually do that. I'd have it all set up inside the RV. Like, just roll up at your house. Like, come on out, man. Hop in the RV. Let's drink some beer and watch, do a live stream. But wait, no. Getting off on tangents now. Oh, nice. Eric's brother put an LS into a Jeep. I kind of would like to do that. I kind of want to keep it a 4.0, but rebuild it. So, because you'd have to tear it apart and redo the ring gaps so I could put a turbo on it, because I would like to put a turbo on there. Why? Just because. Heck with it. If I'm winning a lotto, then what the heck? I'll buy 2 Jeeps. I'll put an LS in one of the Jeeps, and I'll just rebuild the 4.0 in the other Jeep, and I'll put a turbo on it. But, or maybe I'll put an LS in it and then supercharge it. Maybe I'll do that instead. We're talking a lotto. What the heck? Money's no object. Who cares about a $10,000 supercharger? Let's see. Lisa's hubby's a mechanic. I wish I was a mechanic. I'm just some guy that knows how to use tools. So when things break, well, I'm a maintenance guy, I guess technically I should say. Like, if anything goes wrong in your house, I can probably fix it. And I say probably because there's got to be a time where I can't. I've never come across that, but there's got to be a time. Like I've done everything in like as far as like houses go. I've done construction, I've done remodeling, I've done demolition, I've done roofing, I've done siding, I've done every single electrician, plumbing. I've done everything that has to do with a house except for masonry, which I have done concrete, but I just haven't done block work. And I have not done septic or a lot of the plumbing as far as drains go. But that was mainly because the companies I worked for would not allow me to do it. But I mean, it's pretty easy. Plumbing's super simple. I think everybody's heard the old saying, what's the rules of plumbing? You know what runs downhill, payday's Friday, and don't bite your fingernails. That's like the 3 main rules of plumbing. Excuse me. Nice. Eric's brother's restoring a VW bus right now. Nice. I'm not a VW fan, but I still think that's cool. I know VW, like everybody's like, oh, they're either great or they suck, but I'm indifferent. I don't have an opinion about them. They're there. I've never had one. I don't see what the allure is of having a VW bus or a VW Bug or anything like that. But if someone was like, here is one, I'd be like, heck yeah, this is awesome. But I'd say that about anything. I'm not a Ford fan either, but if someone was like, here's an F-150, I'd be like, heck yeah, it's my favorite truck now. Paula's been thinking about getting the dash cam. Definitely do it. I highly recommend. I highly recommend getting 2. One for the front, one for the rear, just in case somebody rear ends you or something like that, and then tries to make it into your fault or whatever. Or same thing with the front end. You know, somebody just pulls in front of you and just slams on the brakes, and you rear end them. Like North Carolina, if you are, I'm pretty sure North Carolina, I think Pennsylvania was the same way. If you hit somebody else in the rear end, you're automatically at fault. Well, if you have that video footage, you could take that in. Like, now this guy pulled out directly in front of me and slammed on the brakes. I had no way I could stop in time. Then I'm pretty sure you could probably get out of that ticket. But otherwise, you would be served that ticket, and now you owe that. Now you owe your insurance company more money every month because they're going to up your thing. Now you owe your insurance company for the deductible, and now you owe them for their deductible and all that crap. So, but yeah, I highly recommend a dash cam. They have a small dash cam now because when cops see those bigger ones, they act different. Yeah, and they also have them where they face forward and they face like at you, and you can turn the camera so you can turn it around forward so they both point forward, or one points like behind you, or one points right at you, or if you get pulled over, you could turn it so it's like on you and the door right there, so it would like get the cop. Yeah. And yeah, some of those are, and they make some where you can replace your rear view mirror, and now that is a dash cam. So there's so many different options out there. But yeah, I'm always recording if I get pulled over, no matter what. So I'm that guy. Lisa wants to know, did I get a new number when I started using Ting? Nope. Same number I've had since 2011. They let you bring your number right over. And not only that, but when I first heard of them, I think it was only, I can't remember what, CDMA, I think. Is that the AT&T network? I can't remember. Whatever, they were only the AT&T network, which is what my phone is, both of them. But then last I heard, they'll do like Sprint, they'll do all the different, I think every single different carrier. So if you're interested, check out some of the podcasts. Like if you like anybody that does a podcast, check them out. Usually they're getting sponsored by Ting. I didn't do this when I did it, but they'll get you like your first couple months are free or whatever. They have all kind of crazy deals, and it'll be like, ting.rogan.com, or because he was sponsored at one time. I don't know if he still is or not, but It'll be like something like that. But they'll hook you up with deals too. So if you are interested, maybe look around a little bit on who's going to get you a cool deal, or maybe even just Google it. They might just have it right on the internet like that. But yeah, I'm totally satisfied with Ting. Like I said, my highest bill was pretty much like I think $20, and besides that, my highest bill ever was when I went to Canada and I used my phone, I used my data, and I used text messages in Canada for a week. And my bill was still only $25 per month. So highly recommend it. Cemetery, don't worry. I won't come and see you if I win a lotto and go around hanging with you two people. Eric says, "Oh, dude, Chevelle Supercharged. Hell yeah, man." If you know, oh man, what the heck? Just blanked. Hot Rod Garage. I'm blanking again. Motor Trend. Jeez, oh man. On Motor Trend, Hot Rod Garage. I haven't watched them for a while because they took all their stuff and went off the internet. Well, not off the internet. They went off of YouTube and stopped putting up their videos. They put up little teasers now, which makes me mad. They should wait like 3-4 months and then put that episode up instead of just not putting it up at all. But Lucky on Hot Rod Garage has Chevelle, and he calls it the Chev Hell, and that's supercharged. That thing is amazing. He tubbed it. He supercharged it. I think he even swapped the engine since the last time I saw it. But it was awesome. Yes, and Eric, please go to his shop and make videos. Yes, just like Pedro said, I'd check him out. Hell yeah. I'm always watching car videos. He's running late. Couldn't leave until all the plants went out, I'm guessing. Yep, Lisa's AT&T. Yeah, did I? Wait, when did I? No, I think doesn't matter. Both these phones. I was trying to figure out which phone I was with when I went to Ting. I'm pretty sure I was with my new phone at that point. Was I? Or no. I went to Ting when I got my new phone. That's what it was. That's right, because it never had the old SIM card in it. I just automatically threw the new one right in and started up. Sweet, Googled it. There you go. Pedro says, working on my grandma's 96 Geo Prism. They still have Geos out there? Hasn't started in a while. It's been sitting in the weather. That sounds like something fun to do. See, that's one of my favorite videos to watch. Like well, no, I guess technically I got started when my car broke down and I didn't have money to fix it and I had to figure it out myself. I guess that's what got me into like working on cars. But one of my favorite things, again, back to the Motor Trend Network and why I'm so mad at them, they had Roadkill on there. Roadkill, even before it was Roadkill, they had a couple episodes where, there was one episode before Roadkill, and then there was another episode where they went to Payway's house and fired up that convertible. But the whole point of Roadkill was they would go somewhere, buy a vehicle that doesn't work, fix it in like their driveway pretty much, and then drive it home, like no matter where they would go. And like sometimes they're like out of like, I don't think it's LA. It might be like San Diego or I don't know. It's not whatever, Southern California. And they'd go to like Montana. And like, I mean, it's not like they would go to like the next city over and like drive it home. They would go states away and then drive it home. One of them, like they went to Texas. They flew all the way to Texas and bought, I think that was no, not the Nova. What the heck was it called? I can picture the vehicle. It's white. They auctioned it off. They ended up like fixing it, driving it to the drag strip. I think they put nitrous on it, did a couple passes, and then drove it into the pit and then auctioned the car off and just pretty much gave the car away. But I can't remember what the heck the car that was. It was white. I can't remember. Turner's something wrecking is where they bought it. I'm pretty sure. So I can remember that. I just can't remember what friggin' car it was. But that's what turned me on to it. I just love that kind of stuff where got a vehicle not really working, you just roll out, figure out what's going on, and make it work. And then since then, I've found tons of channels where they mimic the exact same thing, like Vice Grip Garage. I love that guy. That guy's hilarious. He reminds me of Brando, if Brando worked on cars. He's hilarious, man. Like he has, like everybody has their own little sayings and stuff like that. Like that guy, he's always saying the guy, meaning himself. Like, oh, the guy could, start wrenching on this if he wanted to. Like he's hilarious. But he'll do the same thing. He's in Minnesota, I think, and he'll go to like North Dakota, like 5 hours away, and buy a new vehicle, and it doesn't run, and he'll have to like fix it right there in the guy's driveway, and then drive it all the way home. But I love that kind of stuff, man. I find that fascinating. Because I don't think I could do that. I think I could under certain circumstances, but for the most part, I might need some help. But I don't really remember geoprisms back in the day. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. So if you get that prism working, you're gonna be driving that sucker instead of a 96 Grand Marquis. Keep that sucker too. Heck yeah. It's always good to have a 4-cylinder and a V8. That's kind of what I like about my truck. I have Dodge Ram 5.7 Hemi, which is a V8, and it's got the, what is it, MDS, multiple displacement, whatever the heck the S stands for. Pretty much what that means is whenever you're at cruise, it shuts off 4 cylinders. So technically, I'm driving a four-cylinder, which I never knew until my EGR valve went bad. And then I bought a new EGR valve, and I was like, and then put dual exhaust on it. Put dual exhaust on, then the EGR valve went bad, and then I replaced it. And I'm like, what the heck is that noise my vehicle's making? And it turns out, like, that's the sound it makes when it goes to 4 cylinders instead of 8. But if you floor it, that thing will get on it. Like, if it's raining out, don't even hit the gas whatsoever. You can barely hit the gas when it's raining, because that sucker will turn sideways in a second. Ask me how I know. Because it happened a lot. And I mean, like, just barely touching the gas, you'll flip that sucker sideways. But it's also 5.7 liter Hemi and a pickup truck, which doesn't have a lot of weight in the rear end. So, like, the biggest weight of the rear end is the rear end. Well, maybe the bed itself. Nah, probably the rear end. I might be able to pick up I was going to say I might be able to pick up the bed if I had somebody else helping me. But then again, I might be able to pick up the rear end if somebody was helping me too. I don't know. That's big rear end. I don't remember what I have, like a Dana 60 or something. No. 44? I don't know. I have no clue no, I think it's some Chrysler rear end. I don't know. Yeah, V8s do roll. I love having that power in my hands. There are times that I'm just out on the road. I don't know. You get those cocky little people that just like want to like, no, I'm going to like cut in front of you or whatever. And like you pull up next to him at a red light and you're just like, you know what? I'm just going to show this guy up. And you just floor it off the light. And that guy like totally misses the next light because he's too slow. I love that. It's one of my favorite. Well, you had a 2017 Ram, and it was a V6, but it ran on 4 cylinders, so it shut off 2? I've never heard of that except for when they shut off 4 of 8 cylinders. I've never heard about it in a V6. I mean, they probably got it, but I'm not calling you a liar or anything, but I just never heard of it. I never heard about it in my vehicle until I had it. Once I figured it out, I'm like, what? Like my truck becomes a 4-cylinder all of a sudden? What the heck is that? Man, how long has it been since I got a can? That thing's warm. You grab another one. Let me grab another can, man. This thing is horrible. Oh, man, I still had like a quarter of the can in there, too. Dang it. Wasteful. My grandma would have been mad at me. She lived through the Depression. She was always talking about how you never waste stuff. Oh, man, that sucks. Someone rear-ended you, Pedro? In your Dodge Ram? Dang. Someone rear-ended me and ran. That sucks. I don't think I've ever had that happen. I know a lot of people that have had that happen, but I don't think that ever happened to me yet. Or no, I know it hasn't happened to me yet. I've seen it happen to other people, but that would have been good if you had a dash cam. Or, well, a dash cam facing the rear, like I was talking about, like one in the front, one in the rear. Wait. That sounded like it should have been some adult topic. But anyway, yeah, no. Dash cam facing front, dash cam facing rear. Which is my goal. I want to get like I was saying, I want to get like a really good dash cam for the front. And when I do that, I'm putting my front dash cam. I'm going to put that facing the rear. That way, I should be protected all the way around. It's not like I drive that much, but you never know. I might. I do have to have a meeting in the morning, so. Wait, Pedro, aren't you in California? You wanted to chase him, but didn't want it to turn into a shootout? I probably would have chased him. But it may have turned into a shootout. Literally. I mean, back and forth, not like I'm getting shot. I meant like, heck with that, man. I gotta freaking hit my car and take off. Heck with that. At the very least, I'm getting pictures. You know, pictures, video, something like that. I have a mount on my. Where's it at? I don't have the mount. Well, it's this thing right here, but it's this. It's like a little clip type dealy, and the thing that it clips into, I have that permanently mounted on my dash. So with all of my webcams, with all of my FoPros and all of my cameras, you just put this sucker right on there like that. And then that sucker will slide right into the dash. And you got, I mean, that's another webcam if you wanted to use that. So FoPro, you could use that. But, which I have done. But as far as like dash cam goes, no, I have an actual one that turns on with the key. But Eric's Impala SS shuts off cylinders as well. Man, how come nobody ever told me about this? I'm like, I'm like all into cars and stuff. I never heard about this until I was wondering, why does my vehicle sound weird? And I think, well, no, I was Googling stuff and something, I forget, something completely off topic. I was like, what the heck? And I clicked on it, and that's where I found out I had the MDS engine where it shuts off 4 cylinders. And I'm like, what? Like, that can't be true. And I went out to my truck, and the guy who bought, or well, I guess technically a company bought the vehicle, and then I bought it from the company. But the guy who drove it before me never threw away the window sticker. And I still have the window sticker. Like, I mean, maybe you guys have seen in my videos. And I looked in there and it says 5.7 liter Hemi MDS, multiple displacement, whatever the heck the S stands for, engine. And I was like, what? That is crazy. I had no clue, which makes me wonder that maybe I have the wrong EGR valve on my truck, because when I went to get it, they asked me if I had an MDS engine. And I was like, what is that? And they were like, oh, you probably don't have it. And then they just gave me the other EGR valve. So that makes me wonder if maybe I should have got the other EGR, the one for an MDS, and then my engine wouldn't sound so weird. Which I forgot about that. I even made videos about how my engine sounds weird. I forgot about that. Oh, Pedro's in Detroit. My bad. Well, Detroit, I don't know. I was gonna say California. I know about like their gun laws and stuff. Detroit, I don't know about Detroit themselves, and I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure about Michigan, but not Detroit, what their gun laws are. But not meaning the guy you were talking about. I meant for you. I bet that thing sucks gas. My truck sucks gas, man. Because I was only driving like 4 miles or 4 minutes to get to work. My gas mileage says I get 10 miles to the gallon, which I've had that thing normal. It's like 15 to 17 if I do some driving. But I have had that thing say, the little readout thingy, which is totally wrong. But I have had that little readout thing say that I've gotten up to 26 miles per gallon. I remember that specifically because I drove from Oklahoma to Pittsburgh, and I was on my way home from Pittsburgh, and I just came into North Carolina, and my readout said 26 miles per gallon. I remember that for a fact. I should have took a picture of it at the time, but E85. Isn't that the E85? Isn't that the good stuff? That's like the almost race fuel, isn't it? If I remember correctly. Isn't that ethanol 85? Or I can't remember. Lisa's out. Or wait, no, she's still here. She said, guess I better go cook. He's cleaning his tools and putting them up. People are surprised to see how it runs on the E85. Raced my brother in a 2010 Tundra SRS. Lisa said she still has the window sticker thingy from her truck. It was in the owner's manual when I got it. I was shocked at the price. Me too. My truck, I think it said, I can't remember the exact price. I think it says $42,000 for my truck. I bought it 2 years old, 89,000 miles, and I got it for $7,000. So how that happened? Luck. I just lucked out. But that's why I'll never get rid of it. I got more than my money's worth out of that thing. Not only did I get such a good deal on my truck, I took out a loan to get it. And they were like, is that all the money you want to borrow? And I was like, well, how about this $5,000 worth of credit card stuff I got? And they were like, sure. I'm like, how about this other like $5,000 on my other vehicle that I'm still trying to pay off? And they're like, yeah, sure. You need any more money? They're like, yeah, we'll give you another like $5,000 if you want. We don't care. And I said, no, let me pay this off. And I paid it off, and smartest thing I've ever done. I haven't had a truck payment since 2013, 2014, something like that. And that's why I was saying about like if the engine ever goes, I would rather just buy a new engine. Like, heck yeah. I'd rather go buy like a $1,000 Honda Civic, drive that sucker around until I can buy my engine and put it into my truck again. I'd much rather do that. So yeah, highway miles usually are better than city. It's because of all the stop and go, and you're like, well, obviously, I mean, it just makes sense, right? Like instead of stopping and like having to hit the gas a lot more, like and speed up and get up to speed again. Yeah, um, and that's been my problem with my truck is I do nothing but city driving. Well, city driving. I don't live anywhere near a city, but that kind of driving because yeah, I mean I just pull out here, stop, drive down the road, stop, make a right, stop, make a right, I was at work, or make a left, I'm at the grocery store, make a right, I'm at Walmart, go straight and make a left, I'm at the gas station. But it's all within like a couple miles of me, so technically it's all city driving. But anyway, it's 12:43. Dang. I wasn't going to go this late. I was only going to go till 12. And yet, here we are. I love that line. That's one of my favorite lines. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Inception. Like right at the beginning where they're like interrogating that guy and he's like, blah, 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 blah. Like they would never do that. And Leonardo DiCaprio's like, yet here we are. I love that. That just, it's one of my favorite lines in a movie. I have tons of favorite lines in movies, which I haven't watched a movie in years. The Way of the Gun. Many freaking awesome lines in there. Let's see here. All right. Oops. What? You still haven't seen Inception? I am not a fan of Leonardo DiCaprio, but I will admit that he is an amazing actor. That guy can act his living butt off. Like that guy is amazing. But I'm not a fan in any way. But Inception is insanely good. I heard so many people talking about it. I'm like, there's no way this movie can be that good. And I watched it. It's one of my absolute favorite movies. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to give anything away. It's just absolutely amazing. And good luck with the last scene. You tell me what you think the last scene means. Because, well, that's one of my favorite parts of the entire movie is they don't let you know how it ends. And I love that when movies do that. Like you're on your own to figure out what the heck you think happened, because that's exactly what happened. At the very end scene, you're just like, oh, sweet. And then when it cuts, you're like, wait, what? Wait, what happened? It's a great movie. Thanks, Lisa. I'll shut it off here shortly. In a minute. I mean, The Way of the Gun is awesome. I love it. Like, it's not the greatest movie in the world, but I love that movie. I have it sitting right here. It's right over there somewhere. It's the best movie with the quotes, because I quote that movie all the time, man. The longest distance between any, or the longest distant, or wait, the longest distance between any two things is a kidnapper and his money. I would never ask you to trust me, for that's the cry of a guilty soul. There's just so many good quotes in there. I quote that movie all the time. But yeah, that is an amazing movie. Juliette Lewis, Ryan Felipe, Benicio del Toro, James Caan. Oh my God, James Caan is like one of the most iconic actors ever. Taye Diggs. I can't remember what the white dude's name is. The Taye Diggs' partner, I can't remember what his name is, but he's awesome too. He's been in a ton of movies. I can't remember, but amazing movie. So, but anyway, we already did 3 hours. This has been long enough for a live stream, and I did it by myself. So thanks for hanging out and checking it out. If you feel like throwing one of those thumbs things down there, I don't care. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Yeah, Ryan Felipe, Benicio del Toro, Juliette Lewis. Yeah, tons and tons of, well, not tons and tons, but a bunch of good people in there. It's kind of like True Romance. That is one of my all-time favorite movies of all time. It's a Quentin Tarantino movie, and it's got every actor you've ever loved in that movie. I mean, every single freaking actor. I mean, it's got James Gandolfini in there. It's got, you name it. It has like every single actor you've ever liked in a movie is in that movie. Fuck, Balky from Perfect Strangers is in that movie too. Thanks, Pedro. Appreciate that, man. Yeah. So there you go. If you want 3 good movie suggestions, True Romance, Inception, and Way the Gun. And I'll leave you with that. And I will just get the heck out of here, man, because I've been on here for probably way too long. So thanks for hanging out. And yeah, like I said, do one of those thumb things down below. I don't care which one you do, whichever one makes you the happiest. If you're new, subscribe to anybody that you see here. Obviously, everybody should know each other. That's in the chat right now anyway. They should all know each other by now. But yeah, if you're new watching this in the aftermath or whatever, yeah, well, subscribe to me if you feel like it. Any of these people in the chat, if you see them and they got a wrench next to their name, they're highly recommended. Go for it. And yeah, that was it. This was Monday. Well, it's not even Monday anymore. Now it's Tuesday. But yeah, it was Monday. And yeah, now it's not Monday. Now I'm not live. So I'll catch y'all in the next one. So till then, later on.